I stood alone upon the platform in vain. The Puerto Ricans, they were playing this salsa in the rain, with open doors and manual locks, and fast food parking lots. I headed west, I was a man on the move. New York had lied to me, I needed the truth. Oh, I need somebody, I needed someone I could trust. I don't gamble, but if I did, I would bet on it. Like the Dead Sea, you told me I was like the Dead Sea. You'll never sink when you were with me. Oh Lord, like the Dead Sea. Oh, I'm like the Dead Sea. Finest words you ever said to me. Honey, can't you see? I was born to be Dead Sea. You told me you were good at running away. Domestic life, it never suited you like a suitcase. You left with just the clothes on your back, took the rest when you took a nap. Yes, there are times we live for somebody else. Your father died and you decided to live it for yourself. You felt, you just felt it's time. And I'm glad, 'cause the cat, that's just not like the Dead Sea. You told me I was like the Dead Sea. You'll never sink when you're with me. Oh Lord, I'm your Dead Sea. Oh, I'm like the Dead Sea. The nicest words you ever said to me. Honey, can't you see? I was born to be Dead Sea. I've been down, I've been defeated. You're the message, I will heed it. Would you stay with me? Would you stay the night? Ooh. Dead Sea told me I was like the Dead Sea. You'll never sink when you're with me. Oh Lord, I'm your Dead Sea. Oh, I'm like the Dead Sea. Nicest words you ever said to me. Honey, can't you see? I was born to be Dead Sea.
Hello? I believe there are angels among us. Sing down to us.
that creepy little bitch. Oh, Gypsy. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is Thursday, August the 13th. Woohoo! Has anyone else's kids gone back to school yet? Oh, thank you, Interest. Good to see you. Hey, Christy, Aqua Turtle, My Novellas, Trisha, Running X, Mersey Me, oh, I already said that. New Orleans Lady, Angel, Sam, Shorty Pie in the house, Aleph, Meth Bri. They said, I honestly feel like Ryan's been getting much more heat than Gypsy right now, or is that the issue with them? We aren't talking about her enough. Well, I think different people are covering or talking about different things. For me, I just am trying my best to stick to, the beginning. I'm still in 2016. By the way, let me check my volume. Sorry, I'm having audiophobic problems. I'm an audiophobe. I blame Morbid for my PTSD of the audio. Sounds good to me. Let me know if it needs to be any louder because I turned it down. Okay. Yeah, but I think different people are, covering different calls. It's hard not to bounce around in years because I have done that. I've gone from listening to 2017, 2019, all the years until she was released. But there are so many in there, I can't focus on those. I just kind of play them for fun. And take note of it if I come across one that's interesting, whatever. But yeah, we're going to stick with 2016. We are going to make it through 2016 because we're going to prove that it was all about the money, money, money. All right, Taco Junebug. I like that name. Wouldn't Gypsy being called baby be a trigger? Baby. Oh, should we do a little flashback before we get started? I went to my other channel and was looking at what old shit I have because that's where I started talking about Gypsy initially, was on my main channel. And then I came over here just to strictly talk about her. I'm a loser, baby. All right. Where is this video? So it's when she had just left Ryan and was hanging out with Ken. TMZ just happened to catch the two out and about for, they were in New Orleans holding hands, getting matching tattoos and shit, but telling everyone, oh, I'm on birth control and we're just friends. It's nothing like that. All right, hold on. Bye-bye, baby. It's weird, though, the way that Ryan talks to Gypsy is like the way he talks to Pixie. It's kind of odd. Where's that fucking video? Give me a momento. Can Gypsy go live to mock Ryan? Gypsy Rose out here taking zero accountability. I'm just going through my list here. Let me share my screen so you can see what I'm seeing. All right. Share. Hold on. We got to play this one since we're here. Okay. Where did it go? Where is it? Let's go to videos. I just saw it. I did push the button. Fuck it up. I can't see the chat, by the way. Oh, look, here's her making her fucking racks that she talks about all in these prison calls. Add that to the bingo card. We need racks and whippets on the bingo card.
Okay, I have a serious question, but I'm gonna roll the clip first, and I'll be back. Please hold.
Louisiana, we're not used to the snow. I'm excited, super nervous, but in a good way.
Okay, Ryan, the sweat rack. What's going on with it? No, but I'm serious. Like the sweat rag thing. It could be like an underlying issue. No, he said in Louisiana they ain't used to that snow. So if it's snowing, that means it's kind of cold outside, right? But my question yet and still is, how are you sweating in the snow when it's cold outside? And I know people are going to be like, oh my God, that was the last episode. That's when he was picking up Gypsy. He must have been nervous. Even with nerves, ain't no way you could be sweating in the snow. This is a thing now. Please hold. The couple was spotted at Walmart, and there go that rag. There go that rag. Ain't no way that D is fired. Because if that D is fired, then that sweat is putting it out every single time. I guarantee you. Ooh, Gypsy be lying, honey. Gypsy just know how to lie. Oh my goodness. That sweat towel will probably just be all moist and just, ooh. Ryan, we got to get rid of the sweat towel. It's not a look. It's not a look. I guess I get it. I guess it's like easy access, you know, just. No.
I knew you remember that one, Nicole. As an oldie but a goodie. Hold on. Okay, so I wanted to play where they went on Natasha Cooper's. I don't know where it is, though. We got to look it up. Here's a fun one. We're just gonna click through some of these and we'll get
Smoothie right now. All right. Oh my God, this is so good. This is so fetch. I love it.
Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
She really thought she was that girl, y'all. She came out of prison. She thought she was that girl. What is this? I don't even know what this one is. Oh. My Evening with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. This was her first time in California getting the 5-star treatment. Christy is loving this. Christy has dreamed of this day ever since she got the phone call telling her that Dee Dee was dead, that she had been murdered in her sleep. This is the day. Christy is so happy. And who is this girl spending her day with Gypsy? Why does Gypsy look like Danny DeVito? Sorry, she does. When he played the Penguin in Batman. Does she not? Just saying. Just saying. I'm glad you're getting that summer glow up. You've been trying to get a summer glow up since there ever was a summer. I'm just like, since you've been out of prison for sure. Every year's a summer glow up for Gypsy. What? Well, you're like a shapeshifter because you look just like Danny DeVito right there, ma'am. Woof, woof. Is that Charlie Neff? I don't know. I don't watch TMZ like that. I know Charlie Neff is I actually thought that was a dude. But I know it's a TMZ person. Look at your what is happening? Oh man, that outfit is so not cute. But I digress. Danny DeVito. Is that Charlie Neff? Is that her? It would make sense. Hey, Grandma's babies. Grandma's babies. Rainbow ribbons. Yes, it's her. Okay. God. How embarrassing. Hey, Michelle Bolden. Now, we really do love Michelle Bolden over here. She's a top OG. Michelle will kick you in your kneecaps and laugh with her words sliced and diced. All right.
Tell me what you're thinking right now.
Well, I should have known it was Charlie Neves. You know, her name is right there on the fucking screen, but, you know.
I wish I wouldn't have done any of that.
I want to go back and...
Hey, everybody.
I want to go back and watch the damn Dr. Phil interview. I haven't watched that in a really long time. And she talks about that interview quite a bit also in the calls. All right, let's see if there's anything else we want to reminisce about before we move on to the calls. What is this? Remember when she told Ryan to shut up in that interview? Now I understand why.
There's a part of myself that would have wanted my mother to meet Ryan because he is so kind and genuine and he loves me for all the right reasons.
And just told her what her story meant to me, and at the end of my letter I put my email address and she decided to write me back. I don't know, she loved the fact that I was from Louisiana and that kind of got her to email me back.
What are your plans for the future? Do you want to have a family?
That's always the goal, absolutely, absolutely. Now, timeline on when is up in the air, but absolutely.
What kind of mother would Gypsy be?
Oh, she'd be the best. She'd be the best. Look how sweet, and she's so sweet.
I think I would be the stricter one, though. I think you would be the one to like.
You think I'd be the teddy bear?
You would be the teddy bear. You would so cave into everything.
Maybe just a.
Oh, isn't that cute? That's precious. They're so cute. They were meant for each other. I totally think she'll go back. You think she'll go back to Ryan? And thank you, Billy Pimber. I hope you had a nice summer as well. Guess who? Aziz's friend. I want everyone to hear the calls. Oh, we're about to listen to them. But we're going in order. I'm going to go to the Gypsy Rose prison calls page, and I believe they have them in order. So we're going to play them through there. Here, I played this, 2 lives ago, I think, but this is the Instagram post where Gypsy was pimping out Noah. Noah, Ryan's nephew, the one that, they talk about his going through puberty. Thank you so much, for the $20 PayPal. Hold on, I didn't see the name. Kim, thank you so much. And thank you, Michelle Bolden, for the Cash App. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Yeah, you're the bomb. All right. But yeah, this is him. I blurred him out. Where did my... Hold on. Okay. She posted this on her Instagram. Hanging out with my nephew, Noah. And then she tags him. And she had like over 800,000 followers at this time. And it says, girls, show my boy some love and hit his DMs. Only the age-appropriate ones, though. He's only 15. LOL. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?
Hi, it's Gypsy Rose Blanchard Anderson pimping out her 15-year-old nephew on Instagram. Girl's got 8 million followers and telling them to hit him up in the DMs. What? Someone needs to give her a social media lesson because, girl.
Lord. Crazy times. Yeah, she's got a weird thing with kids. I mean, she wanted to be one. She was cosplaying as a child for years until she ran away. Who remembers this gym?
Voy a la playa, había subido la marea.
Y'all remember that shit? Oh, God, Gypsy, you are the worst.
Can't bring me down. I'm on a high right now.
in the VR mini skirt, no bra, no.
I murdered my mom and I'm living my best life. What? I just got out of my prison camp. My prison sleepaway camp. I don't know why I was there, but I'm in Hollywood now, baby. You can't take that from me.
No panties, no time to flirt.
Fucking dumb bitch. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that a lot in these streams. A dumb bitch. You's a dumb bitch. See if we got anything else worth it. Oh, this, but this is in the little intro thing, but let's just play it for good times. Oh, I got one more I want to play too.
Oh, honey, I am so not threatened by you. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. You're just mad because I have a Chad. And last time I checked, you don't have a man. So, looks like you're the one that's panini pressed. Call a spade, honey. Keep making content.
We are, bitch. We are still making content, ho. Still on that neck. 3 years almost 3 years later, bitch. We still gonna be on that neck. All right. Okay, this is this is when she had enough.
So you want me to take my shit down, right?
Oh, she had enough of Ryan Anderson. And she was at Jazz Fest. Why weren't you at Jazz Fest this year, Gypsy? What happened? What happened to Jazz Fest? Jizz Fest.
So you want me to take my shit down, right? Okay, how about you quit talking about me?
Okay, is this Demona, Kitty, Candy, Ruby? Because this accent, where did that come from? What is this accent?
It's been 3 fucking months since I texted you. And you're spiraling out of control. So just remember, just
spiraling out of control.
And you're spiraling out of control.
You're spiraling, bitch. You're at fucking Jazz Fest with your baby daddy and making videos to Ryan Anderson in your 1992 sunglasses. What the fuck? Those sunglasses are awful. Sorry. So just look how short your hair is again. And I have found prison phone calls where she talks about how when she gets stressed, she chops her hair. I bleached it all off. No, the fuck you didn't. Stop it. Ken, it has to be exhausting to live with a pathological liar. Like, I don't think Gypsy could even tell the truth over something simple. What color's the sky today? It's red. And Gypsy was in Gypsy's world, in her delusional fucking world she lives in. Lord.
remember, just as much dirt as you have on me, I have on you, honey. You punch at me, I punch back 10 times harder.
No, you don't. No, you don't, bitch. She thought she was tough.
Go see a therapist.
You first. You first. You all need a damn therapist. All right, hold on. Let's see. There's one more. How are y'all doing down there in the chit-chat? Chit-chat. I don't think they are together. In her pretend podcast interview, she referred to him as her partner back when she had her baby. What? Ken signed up for it. He's obviously in it for the next 18. Yeah. I think you should get custody of it and move. Go to Texas, boy. Go back to Texas, Ken. All right, what is this? Gypsy confirmed she... What is this? It's only for...
I have an OnlyFans. Whatever. I do not have an OnlyFans. Whatever is going around with OnlyFans, that's not me. I would never do that.
Yeah, somebody on Reddit going.
You're about to have no other choice than to do OnlyFans, bitch. Your reputation is done.
Somebody in Reddit joined it to see, and what they did is somebody went on there and verified an account with another name and then changed it to your name.
How long do I think the hair extensions will last? Not long. I think she'll take them out and make an excuse. Like, I couldn't, it was breaking my hair or some fucking shit. She'll make up an excuse to get them extensions out. I've never had extensions, but they look heavy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Ken does.
One day.
Ken was a huge fangirl. And there are calls where she calls him gay. Oh, I've heard those.
One day I'll get the hair transplant, but for now I still got a little
Stop worrying about your hair.
Well, somebody's getting a hair transplant, and I was just responding.
Well, it's too late now, bitch, because you ain't got no hair, Ken. You're bald as hell. Looking like Caillou.
One day. I still have a little bit. I'm still good for now.
Still looks good.
They look like Bert and Ernie. Bert and Ernie. All right, one more. What is this one? Gypsy says she let Ryan keep her dog. Let's see.
Appreciate y'all coming up here. They want to know where your puppy is, for God's sake. Please answer that.
She is with Ryan.
She didn't even remember if it was a boy or a girl.
Please answer that.
She is with Ryan. I gave her to Ryan. Like, I didn't want to uproot her from everything that she knows, so she loved Ryan more. I let him keep the puppy.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, even
Appreciate y'all coming up here.
Thank you so
They want to
much.
know where your puppy is, for God's
Sorry.
sake. Please answer
Shut up,
that.
Natasha. Shut your fucking mouth, bitch. Sorry. Okay. I'm spicy again today. I apologize. Thank you to Main Chick, Carrie, for the $5 Cash App. Very much appreciated. Love you so much. Let me switch to my other screen, and we'll get into the calls, and I'll give you a proper Gypsy thank you. All right, let's go to this.
I love and adore you, my sweet slave. Keep on doing a good job like you're doing. You have pleased me for the past couple of days, and I just hope you will continue to please me. Good night, my sweet slave.
Thank you so much. All right, y'all ready to get into these jail calls? And I'm going to try to time it where maybe we can do a panel, little open panel, but I do have to, let me see. Let me set my little alarm here. I don't know. I got to leave around like 3:15-ish. So, let's see. Let me pull this up. And we're going to go back to the 2016 calls, and I'm going to try to figure out where I'm at. So, again, this is the Gypsy Rose Prison Calls YouTube channel. Let me put their channel link in here. Oh, am I on the screen? What the fuck? No, not that one. This one. All right. Hey, Keish. Hold, please. All right, there we go. There's the Gypsy Rose Prison Calls YouTube channel. They have a playlist also. Makes it really easy to listen to them. But I've been listening to the ones in the file. So, like I said, I haven't had time to listen to what's been uploaded. Not all of it. I'm going to rely on you guys to tell me if there's certain calls I need to play that stand out to you, that have been uploaded. What's up, Mighty Mulatto? Gypsy put the cuckoldry, which one? Training wheels on them early. Yes, she did. She knows how to make every man she's with a simp and a cuck. It's weird. I don't know how she does it. Starlight, please tell me you heard the call where she admits to missing her. No! Keish, can you send me that? I need to hear that. I knew it. I knew that bitch wanted that baby bottle. Oh, where's that video? I have a video of, I think she took it down. But it's where she's pregnant and she makes Ken taste the baby food. That's when she talks about how she used to warm it in her armpit, I think. I don't know. But he acted like he was surprised to hear that. Ken, you've known about all this weird shit from the get-go. Yeah, put some baby bottles in the chat. She likes to warm them up under the armpit. Yep, she loves that damn baby bottle. You know what's weird is there's not one bottle in the crime scene photos. I'm surprised she didn't take one with her. It's the whale call. Oh, I'm glad you put that emoji in here because I just discovered yesterday, guess who, that iPhones now have an orca emoji, and it makes my heart so happy. I love it. If you need to send me anything, you can send it to my email or Discord DM if you have me on Discord. There's actually hidden... Doesn't look like it had been used in a long time. Oh, the baby bottle. I never saw a baby bottle in there. I saw some sippy cups. I think her mom was trying to make her get off that fucking bottle. You're too old for that, Gyp. By the way, I know people are getting the 2018 file, which I can't wait to listen to those. Because Nick's trial went down in 2018. That's why. All right. Let me find which call. Playlist. Oh, it keeps wanting to. Motherfucker. Give me a second. Oh, man. There's so many. What's this one? Hold on. Oh, God. Keish sent me the fucking baby bottle. We got to go to the baby bottle. I'm sorry. I have to. We have to play the baby bottle call. Sorry. I don't know what year this is. It must, well, if she's dating Ken, it's like 2019 probably. All right, this is on 1980 Millennial Commentates. Why, Gypsy? You're such a freak. All right, let me switch my screen. Ooh. Hold on, I can't see the chat, and I wanted to see what Michelle said real quick. Wait, was it 2018 or 2019? I'm not sure. I'll check. What's up, Sammy Bumabee? Just dropping by to give a thumbs up and say, hey, beautiful lady. Hey, Sammy. I'm so glad you came by, even if it's just to smack that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Michelle, where did your dang comment go? Oh, there it is. Isn't that the video when Gypsy lied to Ken about being on birth control? Yes, that one from earlier. She told Natasha Cooper she was on birth control. I bet Gypsy is nearly having a poopy over Nick's call. Oh, God. Are people getting Nick's calls? I did hear that word on the street that people were trying to get Nick's calls. Those will be interesting. If we can, I'm wondering if we're going to even be able to understand him. Because I can't understand Nick like on a normal sounding device. I can't imagine what it's going to sound like on a prison call. I think they both knew she was already pregnant in that live. Me too. Or they knew it was a possibility. Or maybe Ken didn't know. You know? I think she baby trapped him. That's my opinion. All right, here we go. It says, this is on 1980 Millennial. Jip tells Brian she asked Ryan if she could suck a baby bottle and do DDLG. What's that? Daddy, is that like daddy daughter or something? What is DDLG? I need to know. DDLG. What is that? Daddy, Dom, little girl. Oh, see? She's always been into that shit and tried to blame it on Nick. Bitch, please. All right, let's hear this shit. Here we go.
With no account required, you can now go to securustech.net and put money directly on an offender's trust account. Save on fees and deposit money today. Go to securustech.net. That's securustech.net. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2.
If you would like to permanently block your number from receiving calls from this facility, press 6. For balance and rate questions.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
I'm so freaking annoyed.
What do you guys don't have working clocks over there?
We do. Listen, I had just let him sit on it for a bit, and then I tried to call him after the game was over because LSU was playing a championship game. So I let him watch it, and then I called him, and I'm like,
I have to pause it. Is it just me, or is the sound on some of the calls, like if I don't have both of my headphones on, because I usually just wear like one part of my headphone or my earbud, and it's like if you don't have them both in, you can't hear the sound correctly. So if you're having that issue, make sure you have both of your ear thingies in your ear.
Forgive you. Millie wanted me to forgive you, so I am. And I'm like, but don't expect me to be like all thrilled and everything. And so anyway, like I told him, like, I gotta get ice. I had to get ice, and I hung up the phone. Well, now he's not answering anymore. So can you tell him, like, I'm so done with playing these stupid childish games?
Oh my God. Probably went to go take a piss or something. Watch.
Well, that was like 10 minutes ago.
So you want me to say, why aren't you answering the phone?
Yeah, why aren't you answering the phone? Stop playing these childish ass games. Like, I'm over it. Like, I am emotionally exhausted. And he's like, well, so now, like, we're not good because, I'm like, we were good. And he's like, so now we're not good. And I'm like, it's not that we're not good, it's just different.
Just whoever said Ryan was eating his
like
microphone. He was doing more than eating that microphone. His microphone had a hole in it.
Yeah, but still, what kind of bullshit is that? That you give him third-party forgiveness?
Yeah, I mean, that's what has to happen. I'm like, I forgive you, I believe you. I'm just sick of hearing your excuses and you defend yourself.
Okay, so do you not believe him?
I believe him, but
Are they talking about the call we heard last time where Ryan wanted Gypsy to do sexual things in the same room as children? Is that what she's talking about? Does anybody know? Yes, please hit that thumbs up. We are trying to get me back out into that algorithm because YouTube hates Hello Starlight. They just do. YouTube hates me. I've come to that conclusion. I've accepted it a long time ago. Okay, this is after that. Thank you. Here we go.
a little accountability would go a long way.
Like, you know what?
Same for you, Gypsy. Where's your accountability, bitch?
I realized that I was young, but I should have.
I don't think you can hype my videos, Misbehaving. I think I have to be monetized to be hyped. So that's a bummer, right? Maybe one day I'll be monetized, but I gotta play by the rules if I want that to happen. And I'm just a rule breaker. I can't help it.
You know, not let that happen at all. I realized you could have woke up, whatever. Just show some maturity. But right now you're self-preserving. You're like, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. Like, you sound like a child.
Do you want me to read you what we were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see if I can go back here. Okay, so we'll start with when he said, "Oh, tell her to call me back. I was in the bathroom." See, you guys are so in sync. You're dumping at the same time here. I said she hung up the phone to go to the bathroom. If she calls me back, I'll tell her. And he said, "Please." I said, "I will." And I said, "You opened up a whole can of worms with this one." And he said, "Yep, and it wasn't the way she thinks. I can't get her to see that. It's sad that she is judging me on something from my past, and I have never done that to her." And I said, "The issue isn't what happened with your ex, it's the context in which it was."
When I did, sorry, a little side note because I'm reading the chat. When I did have memberships, it was called the Rebellion. We were the Rebellion over here. You would know that reference, Gypsy, since you like Star Wars.
Brought up. He said, "An incident that she completely took the wrong way, and I said it wrong. I compared a scenario that has happened."
Hold on. I'm sorry I have to keep pausing. I'm reading you guys in the chat. Did you see Selling Beauty show how much? No, I haven't. She emailed me about it, but I didn't get to ask too many questions. I was hoping she was off work today and could come on panel, but I can't get a hold of her. Selling Beauty, get your ass up here, girl. Anyways, let's keep going. And I am going to open the panel here in a little bit because I want to, talk to you guys about these calls. Let's keep going.
But didn't tell her to remove that element. It's not something I want or crave. It's not a scenario that I would wish for and had to have to be fulfilled.
200 pay
it's
pigs.
Not a problem.
Lord.
And I guess it says said, so I'm thinking sad. And sad thing is, I did shut it down. Oh yeah, right here. Sad, not said. To which I said, that's a big one too. I said, okay, so from what I understand is there was a sex type question to the effect of, quote, "What thing would you like me to do that your ex did?" Quote, to which you gave a scenario where, quote, "If you guys had kids, would you do X, Y, Z around them?" Quote. Then it got into where this came from, which is the story you told her of your ex. The issue is why bring up the scenario of if we had kids, question mark. And then I said, now I get the whole fucking around in public throw thing, but the problem is why would you bring up that specific hypothetical scenario at that time? I said, the context is the problem. If she had known the X story beforehand and
this is crazy. A pedophile scolding Ryan, which, I mean, good for you, Brian. I guess you gotta... I don't know. Most of these people wear a mask, so they're very good at wearing their mask. He's probably telling Ryan what he should have told himself.
you said he was sleeping or whatever, that's no biggie. I had a similar situation. The issue is you brought up that hypo children scenario when she asked that sex question before the X story, and that makes it look weird.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh man, I know how I meant it. I would never do anything wrong around kids. I said it wrong, and that's the truth. I am done explaining myself, morally clean, and my conscience is clear. I want to die because my wife thinks I'm a scumbag." Maybe she is going to leave me over it. Maybe she should if she really thinks that of me. I said, I'm not saying you're guilty or not guilty. I am telling you what the issue is because of how it was said. You can see that, right? And please, none of that stupid shit. I don't know if she's gonna leave you over it. I know she's just processing it at the moment, so just give it time for that. And he's like,
Sorry, muted. Nicole said, did he say he's been in that situation too? I don't know. Should I rewind it? Did he say that? Let's see.
what the issue is because of how it was said. You can see that, right? And please, none of that stupid shit. I don't know if she's gonna leave you over it. I know she's just processing
He definitely said it. Where? Where did he say it?
at the moment, so just give it time for that. And he's like, I mean that I feel like shit. Maybe I am.
Back further? Okay.
Look weird. What situation? The issue is you brought up that hypo children scenario when she asked that sex question before the X story, and that makes it look weird.
Yeah.
And he said, oh man, I know how I meant it. I would never do anything wrong around kids. I said it wrong, and that's the truth.
Liar.
I am done explaining
Do I need
myself.
do I need to go back even further than that? It said he had a similar situation. Oh my. I don't know how far back it was. I missed it. I zoned out. I can hardly listen to Brian. Brian is her bitch, that's for sure. I'm still laughing at Bree and them saying how we are weird for listening to these, then immediately say they want Nick's calls. Yeah. Okay. Also, go tell that to all the other channels on YouTube that their whole channel are prison calls. One of the most popular ones is phone calls from prison. They have a ton of phone calls. But yeah, we're weird. Oh well. I'll be weird. I'll take it. Whatever, bitch. I'd rather be weird than be talking to pedophiles on the phone, talking about weird shit with Ryan, and treating prison like a sleepaway camp after murdering my mom.
I am morally clean and my...
You know, sometimes I can't listen to Gypsy's prison calls if I'm trying to go to sleep. But like at night, if I'm trying to go to sleep, sometimes I will listen to Taylor Parker's prison calls and I will fall asleep. I guess I'm weird. I could never listen to Gypsy's voice, though, on a prison call at night. No, ma'am.
conscience is clear. I want to die because my wife thinks I'm a scumbag.
Oh, well.
Maybe she is going to leave me over it. Maybe she should if she really thinks that of me. I said, I'm not saying you're guilty or not guilty. I am telling you what the issue is because of how it was said. You can see that, right? And please, none of that stupid shit. I don't know if she's gonna leave you over it. I know she's just processing it at the moment, so just give it time for that. And he's like, I mean that I feel like shit. Maybe I am.
Neo.
And I said, well, she never, let's say, she needs to tell, well, he took it back. He said, tell her to go be with Jeff. That's who she wants anyway, since I'm such a piece of shit. She needs to tell everyone that I'm a pedophile, which I am most certainly not. Then he's like, forget about that Jeff remark.
Me too. Jim Girl says, I do, but I don't sleep enough, so I usually just pass out listening. That's what I do too. I'll listen to that. Like, it's like taking an Ambien. listening to like a police interrogation. That shit'll knock me out real quick. I don't know why. I used to say I like sleeping to murder, but it's not quite accurate, okay? But yeah, it's like a tranquilizer. It'll make me go straight to sleep. Turn on a Dateline episode. Good night.
I want it.
And I said, she never called me back yet. I said, she never said you were or accused you of doing anything for that matter.
Right.
And then he's like, whatever, man. It's sad that she is making me feel like one when I have never, ever made her feel like a criminal or anything. I never have and never would. But my moral compass is off and I am no longer parent worthy with her. Whatever. I'm done texting now. I said, just give her time and I'm sure she might get over it. She's just concerned.
Yeah.
She can have all the time she wants if she thinks that of me.
Hey, Pancho.
I said, you can't throw shade at her, though, because you messed up. You even admit you said it wrong, so you can't really blame her for at least being concerned.
Right.
And he said, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just not a pal. And I didn't say it. And I did say it way out of context, not arguing that fact, but I know what I meant.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a mind reader.
Yeah. And I said, you may know what you meant, but it's her opinion that you care about. So I'm sure as soon as she gets over the initial shock, it'll probably settle down. And then that's what I told him, the Billy thing. So that's where that ends.
Yeah. Well, can you please let him know that I am trying to call him?
I did. I texted him that, and he didn't respond.
Okay. I got my eyes.
Where's the baby bottle?
I'm just tired of talking about it, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like...
I mean, look, it's either one of two things, right? He's either got some weird fucking fetish that he's never ever gonna admit or probably allude to anymore because of this, or he's a bumbling fucking idiot and just doesn't know how to form contextual things really good. So, it's up to you if you're gonna give him that benefit of the doubt.
I think he's the idiot.
Very well could be.
I really kind of feel like, because I just know, like, how he words things in text messages and everything. I'm always like, okay, so the job interview, the principal at the new school sent him an email saying that, like, I saw that you put a job application in, and he wanted to put, like, hey, Principal Bowie. And I'm like, you don't put hey whenever it's a potential colleague or boss. You put hello, Principal Bowie. I'm like,
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess he is an idiot. I don't know. Ugh. All I'm gonna say, all I'm ever gonna say is, why did Ken have to leave me? He was perfect.
Oh, please, God, man. He is not the one. He was not perfect.
He left me.
Yeah, because he was so perfect.
And now I'm stuck.
Can you guys hear me? I gotta check my sound. Okay, it's working. Sorry. Oakley knocked it off my microphone with the cord. Anyhow.
I'm stuck with mediocre happiness.
So perfect that he left.
Yeah.
Good guy right there.
Well, maybe
Listen,
I
you're just idealizing it because, I don't know, it was the first and the best you've had so far. But all it takes is somebody better than that, and then that'll be your new fucking Ken to, to parade on with. But he definitely wasn't perfect. And you shouldn't have to settle for mediocrity. I told you to fucking bail, but you refused.
It's hard.
She broke up with Ken and then blamed him for letting her. I don't know, because unless someone points me in the direction, I think her and Ken broke up several times. But I have, in my digging so far, have yet to find, like, the final breakup.
whenever.
I know it's hard. You were right there, though. You were like 80% of the way. Back the fuck out.
I was. And then, I realized I missed him.
Yeah, I know, but still. It's like being overweight and then being on a diet and missing ice cream. It's like, yeah, it tastes great, but, should you be eating it?
I hate my life. I just hate my life.
Well, I mean, at least keep one eye open on that, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely never going to leave him alone with a kid.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we found a fucking baby monitor somewhere.
Yeah, I plan on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, like, ugh.
She won't leave you alone with a kid, Ryan.
I mean, you shouldn't third party forgive him, though, if you really don't.
I think anything, I don't like discussing about his, with his exes anyway. So, whenever it comes to that, I'm kind of like, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I know you've had...
Yeah, but that wasn't the issue, though, you know what I mean?
No. So, I also, I asked him, so I said... Cause, okay, you know that, my mom let me suck on a baby bottle.
There it was.
23,
Hold
right?
on.
Yeah.
And good point, Aqua Turtle. She was sending him pictures of her baby.
So, I also, I asked him, so I said, cause, okay, you know that, my mom let me suck on a baby bottle until I was, 23, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I asked
They
him.
are so convenient, though.
They are. And so I asked him, I'm like, I really
Brian says they are so convenient, though. What the fuck?
miss a baby bottle. I'm like, would you? They are. And so I asked him, I'm like, I really miss a baby bottle. I'm like, would you ever let me suck a baby bottle?
Oh, I knew it, Gypsy. Oh, Lord. I can read you like a book, bitch. I knew you missed that baby bottle. What do you think about it now, Bree? Bree gets so mad when I bring up how Gypsy sucked a baby bottle. And this bitch is, I don't know what year this is, but if it's after Ken and it's with Ryan, it's at least 2020, 2021, 2022, or 2023. But either way, this bitch is still missing that baby bottle. Light up the chat. Light it up with the baby bottles. Fucking weirdo. Somebody, she's sneaking Aurora's bottles behind Ken's back. Gross. Would you ever let me suck a baby bottle?
And he's like,
Oh my God.
like a fetish type thing where it's like.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that on Springer.
And I'm like, no, but I'm like, we could do like a daddy little girl scenario where you.
Oh my God.
But I wasn't talking about like. No, I wasn't.
No, I know. I know. But still, you can see how it could be construed as a little bit kind of.
What? The pedophile is telling Gypsy this. Like, that is what's crazy. Of all the people having to tell Gypsy, like, that's not, that's kind of weird or whatever, is the pedophile. That's crazy. She wants to do that daddy-daughter stuff. I cannot. Oh, Ken, what are you doing? It's none of my business. It's not my business what you're doing in that bedroom. It's not. But I can. I don't know. Are you doing this shit, weirdos? I mean, y'all were on that Omegle. No, it wasn't Omegle, but it's like the brother to Omegle. What was the name of that? Omi TV. You and Ken with his 2 or 3 little fingers. I can't remember if it was 3 or 2. With his 2 fingers. I think it was 2. Yeah, Om TV. I bet she does suck on that baby bottle at least once a week. She's got to sneak it in. It's an addiction. Oh, she's a freaky little pervert. She's a nasty, twisted, she is just as twisted as everything she says Nick was. She was into that shit too. Like, Gypsy, I could pull up all the Facebook messages, all of them. Like the Demona Love Slave account that she had that she would talk to Nick through. It's so dirty and pornographic that I can barely go through those Facebook messages. They're so disgusting and dirty. They're very dirty.
Pretty sure
But she was into this daddy-daughter shit back then with Nick.
I've seen that on Springer.
And then tried to make Nick to be the weirdo.
Where it's like,
I'm pretty sure I've seen that on Springer.
and I'm like, no, but I'm like, we could do like a daddy little girl scenario where you.
Oh my God.
But I wasn't talking about like. Oh, I wasn't.
No, I know.
Wait,
I know.
what? Hold on,
But
because I think the 1980 millennials having to cut words out here. So she's saying, but I wasn't talking about like sex, doing it sex wise. What were you just gonna walk around the house acting like a baby? What?
Oh, I wasn't.
No, I know. I know.
But I wasn't talking. Okay, never mind.
Oh, I wasn't.
No,
Wasn't-
I
okay,
know.
it is
God.
cut out. I wasn't talking about like sex though. What? That doesn't make it any better, in my opinion.
But I wasn't talking about like. Oh, I wasn't.
No, I know. I know. But still, you can see how it could be construed as a little bit kind of like a fantasy. Well, how did he take it? Was he like, oh yeah, down for that?
He wanted to do it like he's like, well, what if I wanted to make it cool? And I'm like, I guess it could be, but like it's supposed to like be like reparenting the fact that I didn't have a dad. So
What? What? What the fuck? It's supposed to be reparenting the fact that, or repairing the fact that I didn't have a dad. So you want Ryan, you want to suck a baby bottle and have Ryan rock you? Like, what are we talking about here? And we know you meant sexually because you're into that shit. Does she do diapers or pull-ups? Pull-ups. She does pull-ups. She had pull-ups at her mom's house. Ugh. What the fuck?
yes, it could be, but like it's supposed to like be like reparenting the fact that I didn't have a dad. So I don't think it's sexual, but and I'm like, well, I can wear pigtails, and you know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh my god, I'm getting.
Oh God, just me.
What is happening in this relationship? Oh, Sullen, I see your message. If you're listening, Sullen, I see your message. She's not off today. She's not off work. Okay, anyways, that is weird. And then to try to connect that to you not having a father growing up. Oh my God. So Ryan's the daddy. Ugh.
Worse. I can wear pigtails and a nightie. He's like, not helping. And the pacifier and the bottle can be banana shaped. Yeah, we're definitely not helping.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, I don't know, but that turned him on, so I'm like kind of worried.
What? Hold on. That turned him on, and you're kind of worried. It turns you on, Gypsy, because you're into that shit. And a pedophile that you're talking to on the phone had to tell you it was weird, and that's when you're like, oh, I didn't mean sexually. It's to repair me not having a dad growing up. And then he made it sexual. No, bitch. You're a liar.
So.
Coincidence? Probably.
Yeah. You know, we're men. We realize everything. You know, I look at a cartoon and think of, if I was animated, I'd bang it. And that's just how we act. I'm pretty sure if we discovered other planets and, like, there was something similar, like mare women, you're like, oh, yeah, I'd have banged that.
Yeah, you
Wouldn't mind getting some fucking aerial cooch or something. I don't know.
I'm going to go try to call this asshole again.
Okay, well, he didn't respond, so I don't know how that's going to be, but you can go for it. Good luck. Now every conversation you guys had is going to be awkward as fuck.
It's gonna be awkward as fuck.
It's gonna be. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, let's not talk about this.
Let's not ever talk about sex. Let's never have sex. How about that?
Yeah, right. I don't want to look at it. I mean, you don't have a. You're like a Ken doll. Speaking of Ken.
Exactly.
Shut up. Shut up.
I tried to call Jeff tonight. He didn't answer, but he might be at his dad's house.
Wow, you're giving him excuses.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, he might be at his dad's. He's busy. He's busy. You don't stay the Forbes 400 by just fucking answering phone calls for fucking peasants.
You're so terrible.
Fucking peasants and indentured servants.
Awful. All right. Bye.
Yeah, all right. Well, go call Mr. Mediocrity. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
The caller has hung up.
All right, we're going to switch over to the 2016 calls now. Because it's all about the money, money, money. Give me just a second. How long is this one? Let's see what this one is real quick. Hold on.
Free call from.
Oh, this is a part 1 and part 2.
This free call. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Just so you know, the date is 8/19/2026 through 8/20/2026 because it's part 1 and part 2. And it says with mystery dude, so don't know who this is.
Nick?
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
Hey,
okay. I think this Nick person is somehow connected to Rachel Garlick because I did hear Gypsy talking to Rachel about someone named Nick. So obviously not Nick Godejohn.
Hello?
Hi, Nick?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, this is Gypsy. Rachel had wanted me to give you a call.
Yeah, Rachel.
Uh-huh.
And, she had someone else call you, and she got the message that you didn't want her, to try to call you. And she told me to tell you that she's really broken up about it.
Yes, Renee X.
That, whatever is wrong, I'm sorry, and that she's trying real hard.
Yeah, I felt bad about actually saying that. No, it's her. You know she's got a boyfriend, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not me.
Oh, okay. Well, she started, from what I gathered, she started having feelings for you again, but,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. No, she got with that dude when I got locked up.
Okay.
And then kept him. And I said get rid of him.
Mm-hmm.
But she kept him, got with him instead. Well, I wanted a password for something, got some password. She actually gave it to me. So
All right, so
yeah, no,
I don't know if this is just like a call about Rachel Garlick, but I typed in the thing to give me timestamps to when she mentions murder. So we're going to go to those timestamps.
second degree murder.
14 here, and he puts 200 on my books every month. So,
Nice.
if I can help her out, I do. So.
Cool. Oh yeah, I looked you up. Totally
yeah.
did. Had to. Second degree murder, huh?
Yeah. It's actually my ex-boyfriend.
Mhm.
Still in county right now.
Right.
Still in first degree. But I took a plea to second degree, and
Right.
and I've already done it here in county, and it's at 85%. So I've got 7 left.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
nice.
Yeah.
never been
before.
before.
Right.
I've never been in, I'm still a good girl. I've never been in trouble before. It was all my boyfriend's fault.
Yeah, I was that's pretty hardcore. It's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
You go big or go home, right?
Right. I mean, I might as well do the biggest, baddest thing possible.
Oh, wow. Wow. She did the biggest, baddest thing possible. Go big or go home. Wow.
But the bad thing is, like, I have the title, but didn't do the crime exactly.
Bitch, so does a lot of women who had their boyfriends kill their mother. God, I can't with... Oh, it makes me so mad. I don't identify as a murderer. Yeah, clip it.
Have the title, but didn't do the crime exactly. So.
Right. Well, that's why it's second degree. You know?
Right, because everyone's looking at me because I'm like I'm petite and you know I'm short. I'm only 4'11", pushing 5 foot, and
Oh my
everybody's
God,
like,
that's crazy.
yeah, and everybody looks at me
That's
like,
awesome.
like, why are you in prison? You know, you don't look hardcore at all. And I'm like, you know, it makes
Well,
You know, I was pretending to be disabled and I manipulated an autistic man to kill my mom. And then I had sex right after that.
it's not like there's a sign that says you must be this tall to go to prison. You know?
But prison, it ain't so bad. I heard you've done a little time.
Yeah, I've got about 4.5 years in.
Damn.
Yeah, second degree assault. I mean, mine was only a 7-year bit, but I got that dropped down from second degree attempted murder.
Oh, that's all.
Right.
Oh,
well,
two murderers.
And
2 murders. Jesus.
you get a little carried away, and
right.
Yeah. Neighbors like to call the cops, and yeah, you just don't get into fights out in the middle of the road. Yeah.
Well, for me, it was that I asked my ex-boyfriend, who is my current boyfriend at the time, but now we're together.
Right.
But I asked him to get me out of a bad situation, and I handed him the weapon. That's my part in it. And he went ahead and did it.
Right.
What?
Right.
I mean, it's a big story.
Oh my gosh. Do we need to go through the damn text messages again? This shit's going down tonight. Do you prefer duct tape, dear? When you open the door, I'll hand you the knife. It's not like you just... Oh, God. I can't.
I don't know if you found that out. Yeah. They're doing a HBO documentary on
Oh, there we go about our documentary.
Should premiere next year.
Put that on the bingo card. HBO documentary.
Oh my God, you're famous.
Yeah, I pretty much am.
Gross. You're famous. Yeah, I pretty much am. Oh, God.
I'm talking to a soon-to-be famous chick. Sweet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Sorry, I was...
Just a reminder, we're in 2016, 8/19/2016, a year and a few months from the day she killed her mom.
I try to be optimistic about like everything. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good way to live life. You know, you can't be
Right.
You can't be in negative
This
news
call is
about
from a
life.
correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, despite everything that I've been through, I have a hell of a good support system. You know, my dad is a wonderful man, and my mom basically stopped us from
Here, I'll put it in the chat right now, Miss Behaven. You can grab the link out of the chat here. This is the link to the phone call I'm listening to right now on Gypsy Rose Prison Calls. Hold on, I lost my... Okay.
having a relationship, so I grew up not knowing that I had such a great dad, and you know, I thought that he would just abandon me through all this, and he and my stepmom and you know, basically my whole family have just came around to support me, and you know, it's a difficult situation where it's like, okay, here's a daughter that you don't really know, but you know that she is your daughter and that she's just done something bad, but you want to support her, so he just chose the higher road and chose to back me up on everything.
Right.
Chose the high road.
I mean,
Good job,
when I get
Rod.
out, I'll still be young enough to do lots of things. You know, I don't have any kids, never been married, you know, so, I mean, those are things that I want in life, but, you know, I need to work on myself so I can become the person that I want to be.
Right, exactly. And what are you, like 24?
25. I just turned
25, that's
last
right.
month.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's right.
I'll get out when I'm like 32, so.
Yeah, you still plenty of time.
Right. And
Yeah. 30s are the new teens now. So.
Right.
What?
As for my ex, somebody asked me how did I feel about that, about him being locked up and stuff, and I said that, you know, I really hope that he gets the help that he needs, but I think that just as I did, he has to pay for what he did, you know. So. And then now that I got you on the phone, Rachel said that it would be good to get a man's perspective. All right, so I have this friend, and I've been knowing him for like 6 years, but we haven't seen each other in 6 years. And long story short is that I called him last year, and he knows that I got arrested and everything. And I called him up, and he apologized for not trying to help me out of my abusive situation. And we always had like a kind of a flirty friendship. You know, I liked him. Well, maybe I loved him, but he liked me. And so he tells me that, you know, he cares about me, and he always has. Now, whenever I get out, we're going to see where things go. And anyway, and he said that he'd come and see me. So,
Who is she? Hold on.
Hell yeah.
Because his baby mamas wouldn't let him.
Hold on. Who is she talking? I zoned out a little bit. We need to go back.
Short is that I called him last year, and, you know.
She talking about Dan? I thought she was talking about Dan. Hold on. We got to hear that again.
And now that I got you on the phone, Rachel said that it would be good to get a man's perspective. All right, so I have this friend, and I've been knowing him for like 6 years, but we haven't seen each other in 6 years. And long story short is that I called him last year, and he knows that I got arrested and everything. And I called him up, and he apologized for not trying to help me out of my abusive situation. And we always had like a kind of a flirty friendship. You know, I liked him. Well, maybe I loved him, but he liked me. And so he tells me that, you know, he cares about me, and he always has. Now, whenever I get out, we're going to see where things go.
What?
And anyway, and he said that he'd come and see me. So, but he couldn't talk to me because his baby mamas wouldn't let him, or they were going to take away his kids. So I
that's fucked up.
So I said, okay, I'll give you your space, and then whenever my case ends, I'll call you up, and I want you.
Don't lie, because I think you said you had Christy trying to text Dan, trying to get him to call you, and he didn't want to talk to you. The last time you talked to Dan was in Greene County, bitch. She's so delusional. I doubt it was because he had kids and all of that. And if I were his baby mama, I would say that shit too. But you're probably making all that up to make yourself feel better because he doesn't want shit to do with you.
To come and see me because we haven't seen each other in so long. So fast forward to now, and I'm sentenced. I have my stepmom text him, and also my cousin text him.
There we go.
And he hasn't responded, nor does.
Yeah, he doesn't want anything to do with you, weirdo.
Does he answer any of my calls?
You know what? Fuck him. Fuck him. That's what it means. It means fuck that dude.
Yeah.
If he was gonna do what he says, he would have told his baby mama no. He would have been like, shut up, bitch. I'm gonna go see this woman.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what he would have done if he truly cared. You know, because I was always there for him. I was there for him whenever he had nothing. He didn't have a job. He was high on dope. And I was there for him. And, you know, I took up for him many times. And yet he can't be here for me for this one time.
Right. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
No bueno. No bueno.
I just thought that it was bullshit. So I'm just like, you know what? I've given him so many chances to even just be my friend. If he doesn't want to be my boyfriend, okay, fine. You know, that's fine. But just at least be my friend. You know? But, I mean, he can't even do that.
So what? So like I've even done more than him already. Like
You murdered your mom, Gypsy. Do you forget that part that people probably want nothing to do with you for the sheer fact that you had your mom murdered and you probably partook in it as well, and then you had sex right afterwards?
No, me.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, just simply picking up the phone would make me happy. You know, it's so simple. But
It's about, oh
yeah,
my
like you
God,
said,
just picking up the phone would make me so happy, because that's what people need to be concerned about, is your happiness. Okay.
screw him.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not literally.
No. No, not literally. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not experienced exactly. I had sex one time in my life. My whole life.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. So now you did have sex. I thought that you had never had sex and you were raped and all that stuff. Now you have. Now you're not a virgin. Didn't you tell Ken and all them that you were a virgin? I can't. The lies. The lies. Were you experienced, or are you going to tell him how experienced you are with shoving toothbrushes up your hoo-ha or pussy popping on a handstand, as Key would say, in your mama's living room, the sun's shining in and everything, butt bookie naked?
Oh, whoa. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up. You just said what?
Yeah. Right?
You've had sex one time in your life?
Yep. Mhm.
That's crazy.
In my opinion, I should have waited until after I got locked up, but me and my boyfriend didn't think we were gonna get caught, so.
Wait, what? Hold the phone.
They waited until after I got locked up.
That's crazy.
In my opinion, I should have waited until after I got locked up, but me and my boyfriend didn't think we were gonna get caught, so.
Wow. She would have waited until after she got locked up, but me and my boyfriend didn't think we were going to get caught. That sentence doesn't even make sense. You wish you would have waited until you were locked up, but me and my boyfriend didn't think we were going to get caught. Okay.
But me and my boyfriend didn't think we were gonna get caught, so. But yeah, last
That's
year,
crazy.
I mean, I've lived a very sheltered life, so didn't get out. He was my first and only boyfriend, and
that's another lie.
It's been bad, so. And he was abusive too, so I went from one abusive, situation to the next.
Right.
But
Right.
I took my they got my TAP plan back, and it says that I have relationship issues and self-esteem issues. I'm like, doesn't everybody?
Exactly. Seriously, who doesn't have relationship and self-esteem issues?
Right. So tell me about yourself.
About me?
Yeah.
Well, other than the fact that I'm like totally awesome, I'm amazing as well.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure it gets kind of boring after this.
Let's see. You have 1 minute left?
Yeah. I mean, I can call.
What happened? What happened? What happened? Why is there no sound on that? Is it just me?
Not trying to help me out of.
I don't know. There's no sound on that. We're going to go to the next one anyhow. This is, all right, get your imaginary bingo cards out because this is a prison phone call with Michelle from BuzzFeed on 8/21/2016.
Hello. This is a
If
free
you
call
don't know
from-
who Michelle from BuzzFeed is, Michelle Dean was one of the first people to publish an article in BuzzFeed that brought a lot of attention to Gypsy. And she went on to create The Act, which Gypsy got zero money from, by the way. But Michelle is making her think she's going to be set up for life after they make her a mini series. So this is an early call with Michelle, so we're going to follow the timeline because it's all about the money, money, money.
An offender at the women's reception.
monitored using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hi, Gypsy.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I got your email, and that's a lot of people that seen it.
Yeah, it's 2 million right now.
Oh my goodness. Well, my stepmom said that it was a very good article. So if
Also, just take note of the difference in her voice from talking to that dude we just listened to. And, this is what we call her wheelchair voice, her little interview voice.
it's good to her, then I know it'll be good.
Well, I'm glad. I mailed you a copy, so I hope it'll get there like within a day or two. It's so long. I could not cut and paste it, and I tried, and it just didn't work. So so I'm sorry to leave you in suspense. Anyway, it's about you and your life. Yeah, but a lot of people are very sympathetic.
That's wonderful. Yeah, I heard that, talking to you on the phone helped fill in the blanks for the article. So I'm happy that a lot of people like it. And a lot of people are starting to understand more about my situation.
Yeah, I'm glad too, because I think they didn't. And I'm so grateful to you for calling me and like letting me talk to you about it, because I know it's all really painful too to talk about.
But you make me feel comfortable, so that's important,
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you say that. I really am. And I'm really very serious that I'd love to keep talking to you as things go on, and we can just keep talking about how things develop for you.
Because updated article,
yeah.
later on.
Yeah. And I mean, there is like a lot of interest in your story from like book editors and from actually movie people too, which we can talk about if any of it gets actually serious, but it's not yet. It's too early.
Right.
But people are definitely very, very into your story. I'm trying to see if I can call up like one or two of the comments to show you what people are saying.
Okay.
They're just saying such nice things about you, which is different than before, when they were so mean, especially to your dad, actually. But here we go. I know it's hard for him, I think. Let's see. Right. I feel for Gypsy, and I do get the sense that she is being punished for retaliating against constant abuse. She literally had a quarter of her life, years would some would argue are the best of a person's life, not to mention the most influential, in terms of molding one's personality and behavior, taken away from her and manipulated. The amount of psychological reparation she has to do now, it's a miracle she's able to be independent and tell the truth at all, when all she's
This
known
call
is
is from a
dependence and
correctional
deception.
facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Can't tell the truth at all.
And I mean, truly a miracle. She must be doing some very hard work to make herself physically and mentally well. I'm especially impressed that she seems to be very accepting of her fate and making the most of her sentence, when it would be very easy and familiar for her to act helpless and claim no responsibility. Yeah, people are really sympathetic to you.
That's good. I mean, I don't want people to see me in a bad light. I just want
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You're a good girl. I'm a good girl. Gypsy's a good girl. And she is very concerned about making sure people think that she is just the ultimate victim and she didn't do anything wrong. She's made a little mistake. Ugh.
You know, I mean, I think that people could take the truth and take it how they will. You know, I mean, if they choose to see it in a bad light, they can see it because it's their perception. But
Yeah.
it's to each his own. You know, some people probably still don't understand, but, you know, a lot of people do. So.
Yeah, I have to say, of the comments that we've gotten, I would say like 85 to 90% of them are sympathetic to you. It's actually.
I'd like you to rewrite that article and see the feedback now that the actual factual truth has been put out there.
Kind of funny now. Somebody who said something like mean about you gets jumped on by other people.
Not anymore.
It's the reversal of the situation. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I wanted to call you and let you know that thank you for taking my story and putting it out there and, you know, doing it in an honest way and putting a good spin on it and things like that. I appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Well, I appreciate your, like I said, talking to me. I know it's hard, and it's hard to trust somebody you never met. But hopefully we will meet at some point. I will get down there. But yeah, in the meantime, give me a call once you've read the article.
Okay, I will.
Good. And I look forward to talking to you after that.
Okay, thank you so much. You have a good day then.
You too. Okay.
Bye.
Hello. This
All
is
right,
a free
this
call
is
from
Gypsy and Christy. 8/22/2016. So a day after she has talked to Michelle from BuzzFeed.
Vendor at the Women's Reception and Diagnostic
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Mom. Guess what?
What, baby?
I just got called back into the pod director's office or whatever, and he had got a letter from the Dr. Oz show, and they want me to do an interview with them.
We are not going to do anything until HBO premieres.
Okay.
She's already got Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil lined up. This documentary they're just waiting for it to come out, Mommy, Dead and Dearest. And the BuzzFeed article came out. And, Gypsy's really excited about, Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz. Who actually, she was on Dr. Phil. But Christy did the Dr. Oz show. Good job, TV doctors.
Because if something gets aired, HBO is throwing all that hard work out the window.
Oh my! What about the article?
The article is different. That was not televised.
Okay. Because I didn't know how it was. I'm like, what about the article?
No, the article is fine. That's why we did the article.
Okay.
But anything to appear on TV or anything has to wait until Aaron and all.
I want you to remember the theme for today is money, 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 okay? And put on your bingo card royalties. How many times Gypsy brings up getting royalties?
So it comes out.
It comes out. And they're working on it as fast as they can. We're trying to help them with a title. I mean, there's...
Yeah, she does, Aqua Turtle.
It's hard to... I just told...
Christy always sounds like she's, been tranquilized.
To put Gypsy Blanchard, My Life Story. Something like that. And she was like, well, the HBO people is going to think it's too long of a title. And I'm like, look, you know, it is what it is.
Well, there's
The
like
story
a
is
word.
so big that
Buffering. Am I buffering? I shouldn't be buffering. Yeah, those Vicodin and Somas. Any of y'all ever taken a Soma before? That shit'll fuck you up. Okay.
you see Gypsy's name on
Hakab. It's so good to see you. How about that stuff with Queen Bee, huh? And burnt toast? That's fucking crazy. Anyways, all right. Christy Bryan is buffering. Oh, I get it. I get it.
on it. They're going to
Oh,
watch.
Christy's brain. I said Brian. Yeah, Christy's brain is buffering. And Brian's is buffering as well.
Right.
Gypsy's brain is they're all their brains are buffering.
You know,
If there's like
definitely
a
going
word or something that fits the story, you know how they have like those you know, a word like unbroken or something.
Right.
Story. If there's a word that fits it, you know, like that's a complicated one. I'll leave that up to
Wait, what?
fits it, you know, like that's a complicated one. I'll leave that up to them,
Right.
y'all.
I don't want to.
Christy is a disgusting she's a con artist worse than Dee Dee ever. There's a place yeah, I agree with you. I don't think Dee Dee was abusing Gypsy. I think Gypsy loves the spotlight. She even says that in one of the calls that she's always loved attention, basically. And I don't know. What she says about Dee Dee is exactly what Christy is, minus like chaining her up to the bed and shit. Which, you know, is probably bullshit to begin with, so.
Want to sound rude or anything, but we don't want to put your mom's name.
This kills me. I've heard this call. Okay, listen to what Christy says. It's kind of hard to hear, so let me know if you want me to tell you.
I'll leave that up to them, y'all.
You know, they're talking about what they're going to name the documentary.
I don't want to sound rude or anything, but we don't want to put your mom's name in the title.
I don't want to be rude or anything, but we don't want to put your mom's name in the title. See, this is where, okay, Javier said yesterday that, oh shit, now I'm going to lose my train, rude or anything, but I don't want to put your mom's name in the title. Now I forgot what I was going to say, what Javier said. Started reading the chat. Fuck. Oh, he was saying that, like there were some anti-Gypsy creators that turned down his offer to interview with him because they wanted to know what his angle was. And he didn't say what his angle was, but the reason people don't want to interview with you is because we want someone who's going to put out the real story that Gypsy Rose Blanchard is not a victim of Munchausen by proxy. She has a micro deletion. I did ask that in the chat and he did answer it because I said yesterday I don't want to hear shit he has to say until he looks into that, you know, talks about her micro deletion. Because to me, you know nothing unless you're talking about how she had a micro deletion. And the things they were trying to figure out what was wrong with her were legit. And she hasn't had thousands of surgeries, and her teeth were not ripped out of her skull. She was sucking a baby bottle. She had bottle rot. Her mouth was rotting, not from medication, but because Gypsy didn't brush her fucking teeth. And got bottle rot because she sucked one until she was in her 20s. Okay? That's why. No one just goes and gets, you know, pull all my daughter's teeth out for no reason. It don't work like that. People don't get to stay in the Hope Lodge just because they've got Southern charm. Oh, it makes me mad. Let me digress here.
Because this is your story.
Right.
It's not hers. I mean, yeah, she put you through this, but this is your story.
Right.
You know, and if you think of something, you know, let me know. Because I could definitely, you know, let Aaron know, you know, look, you know, Gypsy's, because she texted me last night and she's like, it's crazy of the amount of, there's over 6 million people that read that article.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my. Just always, it's all about the, you know, the attention, the fame. Gypsy's going to be a superstar. She got 6 million views on her BuzzFeed article. Put BuzzFeed on your bingo card also.
I called Michelle yesterday, and it was at 2 million. Oh my.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Bev. Same now. Always worried about the numbers. What? Okay, question. Is she going to lose her TikTok account? Like, has it? I don't know how TikTok works when you hide your channel or whatever. Like, has she gone past the time where you can recover it? Because I just don't see her giving that up. Your bingo card turned into a whiteboard. She has me blocked on Instagram, Mersey Me, and I am not making. I don't care about Instagram enough to make another account. She reactivated and deactivated again. Oh, do we know that for certain? No, she got on in the middle of the night to sign in, and then, oh, did someone catch her? Did someone catch her doing that? Stay gone, bitch. Stay gone. You should be embarrassed. You should be hiding your head in shame. Go. You need to get off social media and just go live your life, Gypsy. It's time. It's time. All right. Let us continue. It's all about the money.
It's crazy.
Yeah, she said there were like people that write books that were interested, movie that were interested.
See?
Yeah.
Already thinking about that book she's gonna write. Already thinking she thought she was gonna get a whole ass movie.
But we're not doing any of that yet until we do the proper signing over of the rights so you could get the money.
Right.
You hear that? We do the proper signing of the rights over so you can get the money.
Over of the rights.
Right.
We do the proper signing over of the rights so you could get the money.
Right. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't. Somebody said that you can't get money off of the book. But I'm going to check into that. You can, right?
You can. It's a royalty thing.
So.
Yeah, you can get money off of a book.
See, royalties. They're on your bingo card. How many times Gypsy brings up royalties in these phone calls?
I thought so.
Yeah, you can get money off of a book, and a movie with actors.
Right.
As we know, not the documentary.
Play it. Yeah. And as many times as they play the movie, you'll get a certain amount.
Right. Yeah. That's how I understand it to be.
Yeah, that's how I understand it to be too.
I mean, that's how, J.K. Rowling became famous with Harry Potter is, she got the royalties and the rights to the story, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think, now I did talk to Mike. He did touch base with me.
Okay.
We talked about the doctor situation. And I told him how you are kind of on the fence, with Beckerman. And I told him
Oh,
understood
Dr.
that.
Beckerman, my favorite doctor. Paging Dr. Beckerman. I'm still waiting. I would love to hear from Dr. Beckerman. And shame on you, Gypsy. You knew Dr. Beckerman didn't do shit to you, bitch. Though you should have gone after your primary care doctor. Dr. Steele.
And everything. And he said that out of all of them, that should be the one you go after the most. Because that's where it
This
all
call is
started.
from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
I trust what Mike thinks because he has all, the medical records and he has everything. So he would know.
Right.
So Mike would know. He's got all the medical records. Did Mike consult like other doctors? Because he's not a malpractice attorney. How can he even look at those and know that there's... I don't know. I don't get that. And there's even a record of Gypsy flinching her leg. So, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think Dee Dee was forcing Gypsy to sit in that wheelchair. I believe Gypsy was faking that shit till 2011, and her mom was probably fucked up over the learning that she could actually walk and did not need that wheelchair. I think she was surprised. I think Gypsy was able to fool her because Gypsy's good like that. Thinking that she can't walk, but she did have problems. She liked being pushed around like a baby in a wheelchair. That way she didn't have to walk. If you wanted to walk so bad, bitch, you would have done it right out the door.
Yeah. And just about Beckerman agreeing to talk to Aaron and all, and then backing out at the last minute, raises an eye. Like, what does he have to hide?
Exactly. Because, if he was open and honest about it, then that means he has nothing to hide. And if he
Right.
That would be the unpopular opinion at the time. If he was open and honest about it, and Dr. Beckerman said that he performed tests on you and they came back a certain type of way, Gypsy, maybe he didn't want in your bullshit because you were already trying to say you had been Munchausen by proxied. It was probably very smart of him to stay away from this and just go with your fake story of you being Munchausen by proxied. He knew that shit wasn't true. That's why he wasn't going to be in these documentaries, because they didn't want the truth. They wanted to hear that your mom had Munchausen by proxy. And they got that with Dr. Flasterstein, who helped push that narrative.
Out of it, he thinks that he could be in some trouble.
Right. The only one, that said that they wish they could have done something more was Dr. Is it Allenstein? Flasterstein, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird name. Yeah.
That he wished that he could have done more, and that he did send out warnings to the other doctors that your mom had issues.
Right. Yeah.
But every time that happened, your mom brought you somewhere else.
You know what doctors I would love to hear from? Dee Dee's doctors. Because Dee Dee had doctors too. Because she had kidney problems. She had Parkinson's disease. She had, what else? She had ovarian cancer, I believe, when she still lived in Louisiana. She had diabetes. So I would love to hear from Dee Dee's doctors on their take of their patient. Was she some weird, crazy person? Her doctors would know, right? So I'd like to hear from them.
Right. Well, then, in that case,
then I'd be willing to go forth with, doing something about Dr. Beckerman.
Okay.
I'd be willing to go ahead with that.
All right.
So.
Okay.
It's something that I had been thinking about over the past week and a half now, and
Yeah, well, it's a big deal, it's a big thing to think about. It's not something that you could just think about in 5 minutes,
right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard. I mean, I know that you had, known him for a very long time, and you trusted him, and y'all also had a friendship,
Right.
So I could understand where it's hard in that aspect, but to do you wrong,
Right.
and to do these procedures, or tell the other doctors, yes, she has this, yes, she has that, when he knew you
Without
didn't.
medical proof. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, there was medical proof, Gypsy. Your swallow study, your sleep study, your food aversion, your muscle biopsy, which, well, I'd have to switch my screen, but I do have the results of your muscle biopsy on my StreamYard. Let me see if he'll let me do it. Where is it? Right. Oh, and here's the mini surgery she had. Her salivary gland removal, because she needed it because the bitch was drooling all over herself. That is also noted in the medical files. If you would do your research, Javier and anybody else, Dee Dee, well, the doctors, not Dee Dee, the doctors actually did Botox injections way before they decided to actually remove a few of her salivary glands, because the Botox injections were not working. All right, that's number one. Number two, the feeding tube. Gypsy was malnourished, and she had failure to thrive, and they put a fucking feeding tube in there. A laparoscopy because of her issues in her stomach. And she had a mole removed. She puts a mole down as a unnecessary procedure. She had her muscle biopsy, and that's it. The rest are moles. And then here's her muscle biopsy, and I circled the results here at the bottom, which say, it's so small on my end. Hold on. Type 2 fiber atrophy. 9-year-old female patient with muscle weakness. The histological, or I don't know, it's kind of cutting that word off for me, and histochemical findings suggest disuse, CNS lesions, okay? Lesions are no bueno. Clinical correction is suggested. Clinical correction is suggested. So while Gypsy did not have muscular dystrophy, she does have a type 2 fiber atrophy, which may be classified as a type of muscle dystrophy. I don't know. But your leg came back abnormal, okay? For a reason. Bitch be pissing me off. Don't make me get all my receipts out now, Gypsy.
I mean, no. That really just gets me upset.
Now, did Mike say anything about that? Did he get my letter?
I didn't ask.
Because I sent him the letter that Aaron wanted you to send about using the evidence in the documentary.
So
Yeah,
Aaron Lee Carr is asking for the discovery documents from Mike.
He did text me, day before yesterday, wanting to know if your dad had went to take the test yet. I said no, because his kids are anxious to know.
God, Gypsy, no one gives a fuck.
To know
I
he's
mean,
going
Christy.
Wednesday.
I'm going to speed it up.
We were supposed to take family pictures yesterday, but your brother went riding his jet ski. And
Dylan got run over by a
some of his
jet
friends were
ski.
riding his
I've
jet ski.
heard
He was
that.
on jet ski with another friend, and he jumped off his jet ski, and the girls that were on his jet ski ran him over. But he had no concussion. So, I mean,
But Erin did say that I can call her anytime since this month they're doing a lot of editing. So I'm gonna.
he hasn't. Okay, he hasn't checked his mail today.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Okay.
Have her call my cell phone.
Okay.
You have his number?
No, and I don't have a pen, so I'm gonna have to call you right back. I'm gonna go get a pen in my room. Okay.
All right.
Right back.
All right, I'm going to move on from this call. All right, here's one with Gypsy and Mike. And Mike Stanfield, I hope you don't practice law anymore. You are one unethical motherfucker. I bet Gypsy wanted to have daddy-daughter play and suck her bottle with Mike. A reindeer misbehaving, what? Her turkey gobble laugh. Oh. All right, here we go. Oh, you are? Yeah, there needs to be a compilation of all of her and Mike's calls together. Fucking weird shit, man. Hi, Mr. Mike.
Correctional Center 1 to refuse.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing really good. Did you get my letter?
I did not. I actually just went through all my mail looking for it, so that's why I'm glad you're calling me. 'Cause
Okay. Well, it was just about Erin Lecar had asked me to write you a letter that says that I want you to give her access to my discovery.
yes,
Okay.
that's all I need to know is that you're okay with that.
Yeah, I had talked it over with Mom and Dad and her, and I had asked her, I'm like, is it necessary? And she said, to tell the whole story in its entirety, it is necessary. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and okay it.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. That's all I needed. So that way I can Allison's going to be here tomorrow night, and then Wednesday she can get whatever she needs, and we're good to go then.
Good.
So you're doing good?
I am. Prison is not as bad as I thought. I got a nice good tan now, and I'm just overall very much happier.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what important. That's what is important when you have been sentenced to second-degree murder for offing your mom in her sleep. She's getting a nice good tan. Hey, Tony Macaroni. She's living her best prison life. So the producers knew about the micro deletion and hid it. Well, if they are, they went through all these medical documents that prove Munchausen by proxy, but have you heard one documentary mention the 1Q21.1 micro deletion? No, you haven't. Not a one. Not one.
It's prison, but it's a lot more freedom than I had at home.
Right.
So,
Well,
the next step is going home. So.
right. Exactly.
And it's all thanks to you. You should be really, really proud of yourself for
Yeah,
the
Mike.
job that you did.
Yeah, you should be really, really proud of yourself, Mike, for the job that you did. You hear that? Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy Mike, for getting me off. And I don't have to spend the rest of my life in prison like my boyfriend does.
All thanks to you. You should be really, really proud of yourself for the job that you did.
Well, ultimately, the outcome is, it'll all be worth it when you finally get home. So that's the main thing. But I'm glad that it worked out to where, you do have some time, but ultimately in a fairly short amount of time, you'll be home, away from there, but
Yeah, I got my my board date back. When
okay.
I go see the board for the first time, December 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, and they can't keep me past June of 2025. That's my max date.
December 2021. So that's right. I guess that would be right.
You know she did,
It'd be 8.5.
Phaedra.
So
No, she did.
that should only be a year and a half difference between the two.
Yeah.
2021. What is it? Hold on. I'm just doing mental math, which takes me. So they're saying 5 years from now.
Yeah.
5 years and 3 months. 5 years and 4 months.
I think so. Yeah. Now, of course, I don't know how this works because I'm new at it, but they if I see the board for the first time, I won't be out. I won't be in my 85% mark yet, right?
Right. That's correct.
Right. And I have to do that 85%.
Okay. So they could parole you December 20th, 21, but that doesn't mean you'll be released at that point. You wouldn't be released until you hit that magic number. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Because I'm
But
like,
still,
I
I
don't
mean,
know how this works.
yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Mhm.
But, well, I mean, like I said, it sounds like a long time, but, I mean, I've been doing this job for 9 years. A month from now, I've been here for 9 years, so, and I can still remember my first day here, so,
Yeah,
I mean, it goes by really fast.
time is flying by so much faster than county. Like, I've already been here 5 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
Longer, I don't know. But it just...
The county's terrible. Not being able to go outside or...
Yeah, this is much, much better. And
yeah.
so I've been able to make friends. And at first, when I got into general population, a lot of people on my housing unit knew of my story. And, actually there is a girl here that her grandmother was my next door neighbor.
Okay.
So she hasn't told me who her grandmother is yet, but it's a little awkward. But anyway, they had talked about me behind my back, and it was a little hard at first. But I mean, once they got to know me, that changed. So they're not giving me hell no more.
Okay, well, that's good. I mean, just remember what we talked about. I mean, you're going to come across good people in prison. It happens, but also keep in mind, everybody's there for a reason. So just it's kind of one of those things, just be cautious, but, you have to live there. So you have to make friendships and stuff. Just be cautious because, everybody's got to survive.
Yeah.
So
I'm in a good room with good roommates, and
good.
They taught me how to use the washer and dryer because I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I was just trying to wing it and do it on my own, but I was about to put a whole bar of soap in.
Yeah, Gypsy was going to put a bar of soap into the washing machine because, she was so abused she didn't even know how to do laundry. Jesus.
In the washing machine. And they're like, no, you can't do that. So they taught me how to use the washer and dryer, and at first I felt like a lost puppy, but everything's been going good, and I'm learning a lot. I'm surviving, and I just am overall much happier.
Good. I mean, that's the biggest thing is that, you're adjusting, you're getting comfortable, and, I mean, as sad as it is,
that's why she's saying it, Sam.
You are in a better place. You are in a position where you can actually be a functional person now.
Right.
Which it took prison to get you to that point, which sucks.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
the part that I don't like about all this.
how did Nick's court go? Is anything changed on his front?
No, let me look.
Now this
He
I
is-
don't know, but this is very unethical to me.
And obviously
For him to sit there and as a lawyer be able to look up things that, maybe normal people can't see. So listen to this.
There's a lot less. And obviously there's a lot less press surrounding him.
Right.
Christy texted me earlier about Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
Good grief.
They pulled me in the back and explained me that Dr. Oz show had contacted the facility and wants to do an interview with me. And I told them I had to talk to my family before I can give an answer. And Christy told me that HBO said that if I
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
advise that they'd throw the whole thing out, and I'm not willing to risk all that hard work for something that's much smaller. So.
Oh, yeah. I agree. He is still set for trial. He's got a pretrial conference set in
So now he's talking about Nick. He is still set for trial. He's got a pretrial conference.
September, so.
Okay. Well, I have a TV, so if they televise it, I'll be
Well, I have a TV because, life is great in prison.
watching. Someone said that he had got sentenced, and I'm like, what? But they were the paper that had came out of when I was sentenced. So I was like, they showed his picture, and I'm like, no, they showed us that awful mugshot with both of us together, but that was a long time ago. But he's not sentenced, I am.
Well, they got an order signed to let Dr. Franks, who is...
Now, see, how would he know that if he's not looking at something that he can only see as a lawyer? They got an order signed to let Dr. Franks. So they're talking about an upcoming, basically a doctor who's going to evaluate Nick because he's, going for his mental, what is it called? I want to say deficiency, but that's it. That's not it.
Psychologist that we use on a regular basis to go in and do an interview with him on August the 10th.
Okay.
So they're probably checking to see if he's crazy, which he's not.
How do you know, Mike? They're checking to see if he's crazy, which he's not. Well, I hope. Okay, so which is it? He's not crazy? He's normal and just, he's just as much of an idiot as they are. Like, so now he's not crazy. Which one is it?
Right. I think he knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh, I agree. I think he clearly knows exactly what he's doing. I think he's a master manipulator.
Nick is the master manipulator, guys. Nick. Have you ever watched, why am I asking, let's just go, watch the Nick videos to Gypsy. Yeah, he's the master manipulator. Okay.
So I said, I think at the end of the day.
I mean, just watch his interrogation video. He's not manipulating shit.
Your mother and Nick saw each other in themselves, like...
Dee Dee and Nick saw each other in themselves. The fuck are you talking about? What?
Or saw themselves in each other. When Nick met your mom, he knew that your mom was never going to let you go, and when your mom saw Nick, she saw somebody who was trying to horn in on her space, and...
Right.
That's
because I don't know. She didn't like Nick. She thought he was creepy, according to Gypsy. So, I don't know. You know who was pulling the strings? It was Gypsy. Gypsy was the one who had Nick murder her mom. There's no evidence of Nick even talking negatively on Dee Dee.
why without even saying a word to each other, those two were never going to be able to survive in the same place. Because he's, after everything I've read and everything, I'm pretty convinced that Nick makes all this shit up. That all the,
No, that would be your client. Nick is actually honest to a fault. The liar is the one that you helped get a plea deal, you stupid fuck.
The victor and all that shit is just his.
I don't know, my novellas. If he was fooled and then knows now, then he should say something. But he won't, because he's a coward who let a murderer get away with it and made her out to be a victim and helped her to be a, quote, celebrity when she got out. Remember, he was her manager.
Way of controlling people and trying to get away with it. So the victor and all that shit is just his way of controlling people and trying to get away with it.
But Nick didn't have a ton of personalities. He had Victor and then that Shaniri or whatever. Gypsy's the one who was like, meet Candy and Kitty and Ruby and whatever else. It's just, you're stupid, Mike Stanfield.
So.
The lady that, I'm sure you read the article that came out. Okay, well, she had asked me how did I feel about him after all of this, and I said, I hope that he gets the help he needs because he needs a lot of mental help.
So
but
do you.
Also he needs to take accountability for what he done, just as I.
When has Nick not taken accountability? When has he not? He said in the interrogation room that he did it. When has he ever denied that? It's you, Gypsy, that doesn't take accountability. Ever.
That's basically how I explained it.
Yeah. No, and I actually talked with Michelle Dean yesterday, and so far the article has been read by 2 million people.
Yeah, that's a lot of
people.
She already knows that. She just talked to Christy about it and Michelle Dean. But yeah, act surprised like you didn't know 2 million people had already seen it at this point, Gypsy. Keep hyping her up, Mike. You're doing a great job.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. But she read the comments to me, and they're actually better comments than they were in the beginning. People are really starting to understand now.
Oh, God.
Well, and after I read the article, I text her and thanked her for the article. Mainly, obviously a lot of the information had come out about you and your living situation and the medication and all that. But the biggest thing besides, the two things that she did with that article was, one, she laid the whole story out from start to finish, which was good. It allows somebody to sit down and read from start to finish what happened, which is good because it puts everything in perspective from your side. Right. It lets everybody know what you went through from start to finish. The other thing, too, is that it finally vindicates your dad a little bit, and it lets people know exactly what your dad went through, too. Right. Because him and Christy have really taken a punishment, and it's been kind of hard, at least I wasn't really able to say much just because it really had nothing
because
to
they
do with
weren't
the case.
around. They weren't in Gypsy's life. Gypsy was just a tax write-off for Rod. They were never there for her. Rod couldn't even remember Gypsy's fucking birthday to tell her happy birthday. Stop it.
But I think she did a great job of explaining kind of how it was that your dad and Christy were in the dark about a lot of this.
Right.
So
we're still discussing, in our conversations, from here, we're still discovering different things. Like, she had told me about how many times Mom tried to break up their marriage, and I told her...
Yeah, and Christy has never let that shit go. I'm sure there was some animosity because Christy stole her man, pretty much, and went and had babies with him and shit. Yeah, that shit probably hurt Dee Dee. She probably did do things to be a fucking asshole to y'all. Big deal. But I've already heard, messages where Christy talks good about Dee Dee and how, they were close and blah blah blah. But Christy has a resentment towards Dee Dee for whatever Dee Dee did, calling the priest, all of that. But does that mean Dee Dee was this horrific person? No. Big deal. A lot of exes do that kind of shit, but whatever.
The baby that was never born, the made up baby that mom did have, and it was never born, her about their marriage, and I told her about the baby that was never born,
So that would be Eradicate Sebastian, the baby that was never born, but she says that Dee Dee would go around telling people that was her baby that died.
The made up baby that mom did have, and it was still trying to piece everything together, and I'm like, one day I will sit down and I will tell y'all absolutely everything.
Have you done that yet? Have you ever sat them all down and told them everything? Because I have a feeling you haven't. Had her hysterectomy right after she was born. Right. Doesn't make any sense. I don't understand this story. And I've never heard any of the neighbors speak about Dee Dee having a son that died. And according to Gypsy, that's what she was doing, was telling all the neighbors that. I have seen no proof.
Because there's so many.
Like, you would think Dee Dee would have posted on her Facebook, like, oh, this, because Gypsy says in another phone call about this Eradicate Sebastian that they would send up balloons to him. But, like, don't you think Dee Dee would put on her Facebook, like, this is the day I lost my baby Ratty, my Eradicate Sebastian? I think somebody would have heard about that, not just Gypsy. But, again, I digress.
Questions that I still have for them,
Right. Well, like I said, everything that I've seen, it looks like your dad thought that he was communicating with you more often than you actually had communication with him, because there were a bunch of Facebook messages that Christy showed me, and it was, your mom telling your dad what a wonderful dad he is and all these things, and, we couldn't survive without you and the money you provide and so on and so forth. And then, everything that I read that she wrote to other people was, he was a horrible piece of shit, and he was on drugs, and he didn't take care of his family. And so, I mean, it was, everything your dad showed me, it all adds up. So.
And it makes sense for us. I mean, for you to come in and piece together the different things that we're missing, and because I couldn't get a hold of those Facebook messages, so I mean, to have that all
we got them
going on, it just shows me, instead of me thinking in my mind, well, no, mom wouldn't do that, or maybe she went far, but it wouldn't be that far, it's just proof. And I'm like, did I ever really know my mom at all?
Oh my God! Did she ever know you?
Well, that's the hardest part, is trying to.
Sure, your mom was thinking that about
obviously
you.
Your mom had some kind of mental health issue that was behind all of this, but I mean, it's, there are just bad people on the planet, and it's reading through all the stuff I read through. I mean, it just amazes me the lengths that she went to do the things she wanted to do. I mean,
what were those links?
The things that she said to the doctors, the things that she said to other people, her ability. I mean, it was pretty clear that, like I said, she was checking the medical records to find out if the doctors were finding, and that's how she knew that Flasterstein caught on to this.
Right.
What? It was because
the other thing is that Christy had asked me how did I feel about going after Beckerman, And I'm like, there's been a long history there, you know. I've been seeing him for so long that, you know, it's just difficult.
This
And
call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
it's almost like I don't want to betray someone's friendship, but this also was done, and if he had stopped it, it wouldn't have gotten to this point, you know.
Right. Well, and the thing is, at the end of the day, you know, you and I had a professional relationship, and you know, ultimately, when I have a professional relationship with somebody, whether we're friendly, whether, you know, we chat or whatever, I owe you a duty.
Right.
My primary duty, whether we're friends or not, if I am your attorney, my primary responsibility is to do my job and to be a professional. And, you know, you don't get a free pass as a professional because you were friends. I mean, because at the end of the day, what you said at the end is exactly right. If he had done his job properly and he had investigated your conditions properly, he would have known that this wasn't right, and he could have put a stop to this years ago. Because when he was in New Orleans, clearly your neurologist in New Orleans figured this out, because the doctor that Flasterstein talked to was a doctor in New Orleans, but wasn't the neurologist. It was because that he says that in his letter he says that the doctor he talked to said that the neurologist down there did these tests and said you were fine. So that means
where's that?
He wasn't talking to the neurologist. He was talking to
Where's that neurology thing that said Gypsy was perfectly fine? I have yet to see that one.
Your general care provider. And so if Beckerman had done the same thing, he would have known back then that something was up.
Right.
But then, I mean, his letters that he writes to Dr. Steele, which of course the other doctors are privy to, they get to see those, is he basically is confirming all of these diagnoses that no other doctor has actually bestowed upon you.
Right.
And so he's lending credibility as a professional to things that he had no business lending credibility to. I mean, this would be akin to me as a criminal defense attorney writing a letter saying, oh, everything that your estate planning attorney and your personal injury attorney is telling you is exactly right because that's what the law is. I don't know that. I mean, I went to law school, but I don't know every area of the law.
Right.
He doesn't know neurology. He doesn't. So why is he writing these letters saying, oh, hell, you know? I mean, whether that rises to the level of malpractice, I don't know, but it certainly is, you know, as a professional, I find it questionable behavior.
Right. Yeah, it is.
And
I don't know how it's
and
legal,
ultimately, that's
Stevie.
what you pay the medical malpractice attorney to figure out. You know, if he looks at it or she looks at it and says, you need to file on this guy, you know, I would say follow their advice. If they look at it and say, look, you know, there's just nothing here, fine.
Right.
But, I mean, he's not your friend. If he had been your friend, he would have done his job.
Exactly.
Because that's the thing. That at the end of the day, that's the ultimate truth. If he truly was a friend, he would have done his job properly.
Right.
You know, at the end of the day, whether you and I are friends or not, I feel that I did my job to the best of my abilities. And that's what I owe you at the end.
Right.
So, I mean, and that's just kind of my 2 cents on Beckerman, because his letters honestly really pissed me off. So
You have 1 minute left.
Okay, but the malpractice attorney that I gave you, that I gave your mom and dad the name, that attorney was given. That name was given to me by an attorney that I very much trust in that area. So I think whatever they say, I would say is pretty good, because the attorney I talked to, I believe him to be an excellent attorney. So,
Okay.
so, well, I'm glad everything's going great. Sounds like get kicked off here in a second. So, well, I will get everything to Allison. Just you can give me a call whenever you like.
Okay.
It's totally fine.
So much,
Okay.
Mr. Mike. Now you
All right. Well,
Mr. Mike.
all right. You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, Glenda said, when did he supposedly stop practicing law and became her manager? I'm not sure. Does anyone know exactly when that shifted to manager? I have no idea. But I do know, like, calls between an inmate and their lawyer are private, and after she took the plea deal, he was no longer her lawyer, so they just became friends. But he's sitting there feeding her information on what's going on with Nick. It's fucked up.
How is that legal? And isn't that before he went to trial?
It shouldn't be legal. I don't know if it's just unethical. Yeah, this is way before he went to trial. This is 2016.
Yeah, so he's talking to the well, they separated him, but it would still be a co-defendant in the same thing. I don't understand how that would be legal.
Right. I don't know. Oh, Misbehaving says it's not legal. I don't know what it would be like classified as.
Because he's basically feeding her information.
Right. Yep. Giving her details on what's going on with Nick. Like, why does she need to know that?
And then wasn't there speculation in the plea deal where she was not to have any contact with Nick?
Uh-huh.
So why is it that in some of the phone calls that she gets, is that after her plea deal or before her plea deal when she's talking to Brian about the letter that Nick sent?
About what?
About the letter that Nick sent her. Gypsy got a letter while she was in. No, she read it to Brian. 5-page letter that Nick sent her. Said something about
I heard that. Played that last time I was live.
Yeah, so how's that legal?
Not really sure. I'm trying to find something. What is this? I don't know if I've heard this one. This is like between a family member. Let's see. Gypsy and woman.
Recorded. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. If you would like to permanently block your number from receipt, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hi, honey.
Oh, shit.
I can barely hear you. Why you don't call me on the, why you don't call me on that other thing? Now they had loaded some money on it.
God dang it. Hold on.
I didn't even know.
Well, yeah, they were supposed to let you know. I kept wondering why she's never calling me. I've never heard from you since I left Missouri.
I think this is like, since I left Missouri. I think this is maybe Claudia.
Yeah, it is.
You think so?
I know so. That's her nanny.
Yeah.
I talked to Tiffany a whole lot, and I was
well, Tiffany works now, and Tiffany works till like 8 o'clock at night sometimes.
Oh wow, okay, that would explain why. Because I've been trying to call her ever.
I'm gonna skip.
He was really, really sick day before yesterday. Mama called and she said that he was dizzy. It was all that she.
All right, I'm gonna skip this one. It's just them, talking. Let me see. I'm trying to find. Here's one with some man. Let's see what that is real quick.
Hello, this is a free call from
Dog program.
Okay.
Yeah. If I remember right, she has a dog. She's constantly having a dog.
Okay.
And she works out. Last she talked to me.
God, the audio's shit.
I look for her. I want to get into that golf program so bad.
Oh yeah, you'll like it. It'll definitely help the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just been like, I got assigned to the kitchen.
I wonder why this one has a trigger warning. Let's skip here.
Part about her brain or something.
Oh, that's where Christy's looking at Dee Dee's autopsy like a fucking weirdo. Have you heard this one?
Not all of it. I've only heard bits and pieces of it, and I do want to hear this one because I think this is the one where somebody I know is mentioned.
Okay, let me see. This is on 9/3/2016. Oakley, you gotta get down. Oh. Okay. Gypsy and Chrissy discuss unwanted media attention, noting they are declining most requests and waiting for an upcoming. We'll skip there.
In the mail from, you remember the reporter that was always doing the articles throughout my whole case in the newsleader, Harrison Keegan?
We've never done anything with them.
Yeah.
Me and Dad.
Well, he had contacted me. I got a letter, and he was like, I'm the reporter that covered their whole case throughout the whole thing, and, if you want, you can give me a call, and you can, tell the rest of your story or whatever, and I'm going to open the letter. I'm like, what is this dickhead want?
Exactly. I mean, what I would do is I would just wait till it airs on HBO,
Right.
which it should within either January or February.
Mm-hmm.
And then me and Dad had to sign a letter saying that we can't talk to anyone about it until after 3 months that it's aired.
Yeah. And then he's like, tell your story to people in Springfield. I'm not going back to Springfield. I'm done with Springfield,
Exactly.
Springfield is far behind me. If they want to read what had happened, the article is perfect that Michelle did. So, I mean...
Right.
Exactly.
It made it... Yeah, it even got put into Rolling Stone magazine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
my God.
Also... It was a little bit about... y'all's and then some others about other moms that did this to their kids. There was like 4 other moms that did it to their kids. I didn't read it all. I just wanted to see what they had said, what yours, and basically what they did was just took things that Michelle said and put it in there. Everybody's just copying off of hers.
Right.
And then she's getting calls saying that she stole parts of their articles, which her article came out way before they even posted anything. So it's ridiculous. Yeah. Dateline did call us. We talked to them for a little while. Nothing like, no questions or anything, we just basically told her to contact Aaron and they could work something out, because we're not answering 20, 50 questions again over the phone. Not doing it.
I told Lady Jenner Smith that, because Dateline in 2020 and...
Yeah, I have her business card.
They all work together, and I told Jenner that I wasn't, going to do an interview. So, and I told her not to bother y'all.
Well, I had met her after one of your court dates. I walked outside, and she was talking to Mike, and me and Patty were sitting down on a bench, and after her and Mike talked, she came to introduce herself to me, gave me her card, but I've never, other than that day, I never talked to her again.
Right.
There's people that are calling on my cell that I don't even like know who it is, calling from California, this and that, and I don't even answer it because I know what it's about.
Right.
You
I know
know?
that Dad had, I think he probably told you that he sent back an email to the producer or whatever that had contacted Mike.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Has they responded back yet?
I don't know. Dad's alligator hunting right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he
That
comes
sounds
home.
exciting.
He left. Yeah, he left Thursday, and he texted me this morning. They only caught 4, so they're staying until tomorrow night so they could get the rest of their tags.
Okay, I'm going to skip to where she talks about, because I can't take, I want to skip around here in a second.
No, that's too long.
Yeah, but I've got a couple timestamps where she talks about the autopsy. Let's see.
You know, I won't have nightmares about it. You know, getting halfway sawed off, you know, because they weren't.
Of what had happened, but I didn't know if there was like a head injury or something, you know.
No, they just, I mean, I've seen every cut. Right.
I'm right about the part where it talks about, and I'm a little confused about this, and, you know, going through the whole case, I didn't ask Mike to show me the autopsy results or anything, because I just really wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally stable enough to handle it. So, you know, in the part where it says that you were looking through the results and there was something like a part about her brain or something, I don't understand.
Yeah.
What is that?
Okay. Yeah. This is what happened. When I went up there by myself and Dad flew up to meet me, I went to Mike's office and I said, I want to see everything. I said, I want to see every picture, everything you got. And he was like, are you sure? And I said, yeah, I'm positive. So, you know, it was all the crime scene photos. Then they had pictures of your mom's autopsy photos. And they had a picture of her brain. And that's what I was staring at. And when Mike said, what are you looking at? That's when I said,
that is weird. You're staring at a woman's brains. You're so fucking sick. And just talking about it like it's just, you know, casual conversation over Sunday dinner. Sick.
I wonder what was going through that brain of hers. What makes somebody think that way?
Right.
You know, that's what I was wondering. It was like, why they can't donate, you know, brains like this to science and see how it works, you know, see where,
that's
how
not,
you know, I mean.
You can't just send the brains. That's the dumbest shit. Like, the brain's going to talk to you and tell you what happened. What the fuck?
You could do so much with science.
It's not like she had, what is it that the Aaron Hernandez had? See, that concussion thing with football players, like those kind of brains get studied.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's so stupid. I can't.
See, that's what that was from.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Oh my God, there's someone in here called Ryan Sticky Stepmom.
Oh, that's bad, y'all.
Autopsy report I was reading. It was the picture I was looking at.
New Orleans ladies on panel.
I guess I just didn't want to think about, you know, an autopsy, you know, what they do in an autopsy, because, you know, that's pretty gruesome.
What they do is they'll take out all organs, weigh them, you know. This is for, I mean, I guess they do it for this sort of case too, but that's what they do when, like, people die of a heart attack or people die, you know, in their sleep and they don't know why. So they'll, you know, take the organs out and weigh them, and, you know, and some people's hearts are 2 times the size, you know, that it should be, or, you know, whatever, or, you know, They got to figure it out. That's their job.
Yeah.
Yes, they knew what was the cause, but they still had to do some things. Did I see your mom's insides? No. The only thing I saw was her brain.
Oh my
That was
God.
it. Still attached to her, not in a bowl or anything. It was still, attached to her. And that's when Mike was getting ready to go to another picture, and I said, no, you stay right here for a second. And that's when he said, well, what are you looking at? I said, I just want to know what went through her mind. I want to know what was in that brain to make her do all this shit.
Yeah, you're sick, bitch. All right.
Was it that, or was she wanting to know what was going through her mind while her daughter was doing what she was doing to her?
Hello, this is a free call from...
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to push that. Exactly.
Oh, I was done.
I want to study Gypsy's brain. What's going on in there?
Yeah, that's the brain that needs to be studied.
Mm-hmm. All right, how do I get the... I'm going to skip to... if I can figure out what the fuck I'm doing here. Let's see if they have a playlist for 2019. I want to see, like, when was Ken's first call with Gypsy? Hold on. How many are in this one? Let me see.
I think it was sometime in 2017.
Was it 2017?
I think.
Okay, there's only 2 videos in 2019. I think I have some on my page. I don't want to hear about her and Chrissy.
And basically, it totals up your score.
Hello, this is a free call from...
Let's see.
An offender at...
Gypsy Rose prison call, talking with the man she had been... Wait, okay. All right, let's see if we can find Kenny Boy. Kenny Boy. Christy, Rachel, Michelle. She's talking to Michelle Dean in 2017. I'm kind of curious.
Hello, this is a free call from... You may start the conversation now.
Hello.
Hey, Gypsy.
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I had got your email. I'm sorry I'm a little late on calling, but I've been busy.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no worries at all. I want to make sure that you know what's going on. That's all. Yeah, never feel a rush to call me. It's totally fine. But yeah, I'm glad I got you. Last night when you called, I must have missed it by like a minute. It was pretty sad. So yeah, we're gonna go pitch it next week. And so far there are 9 networks.
Whoa.
This is about the mini-series that eventually turns into the act.
I mean, it doesn't mean that any of them will buy it, right? But that's still like a pretty good number from what I'm hearing from them.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes after that. And then after that, I guess we'll have like a much better idea of whether it's actually going to go anywhere or not. Because, some of these things, it's called languishing. It was called like getting stuck in development, right? That's how they say, stuck in development. So that happens sometimes to a show. I mean, I think everybody who is involved in this, like, kind of really wants to do it. But yeah, so it'll be easier to tell once we have a network, knock wood, assuming somebody buys it.
Okay, nice. Now, what networks are like in the running?
HBO, which I guess is not surprising, USA, it's all like cable channels, right? Because it's not the right time of year to do network. There is something called CBS All Access, Hulu, I think Amazon, although it hasn't been scheduled yet. Let's see. There's so many that I've forgotten. FX, like basically all of the high-end FX, WGN. So like they're all like TV channels, right?
I get those, and
yeah.
that'd be awesome if one of them did buy it and I could watch it. So.
Oh,
yeah, I know,
wow.
that would be nice, right? Because because you won't. Well, have they ever sorted out the documentary? Like, are they going to send you a transcript or something?
I have to ask Miss Erin if she can send me a transcript, but I had talked to the warden, and the warden said that it goes against policy, so I won't be able to see it until I get out. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're like, all of us had wanted me to see it, but I mean, the prison won't let, so got to go by the rules.
Right. No, I understand. Well, I mean, I think you should get to see it, but whatever. At least hopefully she can get you some kind of transcript or something so that you can see at least what people said. I mean, it's premiering like next month at the film festival. I'm sure Christy has told you.
Right. I even read it in the paper because, oh my goodness, I would like to read the Springfield paper just once without seeing me in it.
I know.
I'm like, I go to the library and I'm like, can I see the Springfield paper, please? And I get it. And even when I'm like not looking for it or anything, I see my face on the paper, and I'm like, really again?
So obsessed with herself.
One of the women.
Yeah, why else would she be looking at the paper?
She gets a direct
Right.
She has a subscription. Well, she had said that I was in it, and it was like on one of the top stories or something, and it just said sheriff, she can walk, daughter in murder.
Oh no,
case
Shorty
suspected of
Pie.
fraud. And I was scared that Greene County was going to charge me with the fraud, so I called.
What?
She can walk, daughter in murder case suspected of fraud. And I was scared that Greene County was going to charge me with the fraud, so I called Mom really quick. I'm like, make sure, check all the websites in the paper.
How is that legal?
Says, am I?
Yeah, she should have been charged with the fraud. What the fuck?
So she went and made sure that Christy wouldn't check. And by the way, that's not her mama. That's not her mama. But so she went and had her check to make sure it wasn't being done, so they could put a stop to it.
That's
okay.
Fucked up.
Am I being charged with fraud? Because that would just be a very difficult, and that would be federal. So that would be very bad. And I'm like, calm down. Every document that Mike showed me had that it was my mom that
Oh my
gave the
God.
doctors the info.
Why are you scared then? Why are you scared?
Exactly.
If it was all your mom, why are you scared that they would look into it? Because they would figure out you're a lying ass liar.
Because after 2011, it was all her.
It makes me mad.
And everything, and I know that it was my mom that gave the doctors the info and everything, and I know that.
They gave the doctors it says insulin. I don't know if that's correct, or I can't understand what she says there.
That it was my mom that gave the doctors the info and everything, and I know
The info
that.
and everything.
But, it's unpredictable how the government works.
Right.
So I was just scared. But then
You should be.
I'm like, no, it was just rehashing what happened all over again at a random time. Like, nothing was going on at that time for them to bring it up again, but they just brought it up randomly. And then a couple days later, they announced the documentary. So I'm like, maybe that was it. I don't know.
Huh. Weird.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, Meth Brie. It's awful.
Well, I don't know. I think if they were gonna charge you, they would have maybe done it by now.
Right.
Yeah. I think I don't know for sure, but that's my guess. But that has to be really stressful. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think you're going to be in the paper for a while to come. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Nick right now. I haven't checked in a little while.
I had called Mom, and she said that his court that was supposed to be on the 6th was postponed, like rescheduled.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I knew that. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm just not sure what's going to happen after. I think it's taking a while for the psychiatrist to come to an opinion,
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah. So I guess because once he does that, right, then they'll decide what to do with him. But yeah. So how's everything else?
Everything's been going good. I got canteen today, so I loaded up my locker with food, and I'm addicted to soda, so I finally got my soda.
See, this bitch that's another reason your teeth rotted out of your skull. You're a sugar addict. I heard her earlier in another call where she's telling, I think it's Ryan, how to make a rack, which we've all seen her make, and what's called a whippet. And with the whippet, you have to have 12 to 13 sugar cubes. Like, that's a lot of sugar. I think it was 12, or it was either 13 to 14 or 12 to, I can't remember. A lot of them damn sugar cubes. And that's why your teeth rotted out of your skull. Plus, you're sucking on a baby bottle. Oops, I didn't know you fell out. There you are.
I didn't know I did either until I looked down and I was like, wait, where'd I go?
Yeah. I don't know.
2 so far today. And I think Mom had sent you a text of my new picture.
Yeah, she did. She sent it to me.
Yeah, because she was like, I sent a mass text out. So I was like, oh, good. That makes it so I don't have to buy a dozen picture tickets and get copies.
Put that on your bingo card, too, about how she's always talking about her fucking prison pictures. All right. I want to find one with Ken. Let's go back. Let's see. Rachel, Nick, some guy named Nick. New Nick. Christy, that Nick guy. Rod, Rachel, new Nick. Christy, Rachel. What does that say?
It might be 2019 that he came along.
I thought they broke up in 2019.
I did too, but
yeah.
What is the title of this? To discuss the future of their relationship. Yeah, I don't care about that one. Chrissy, let's just double check here. Here we go. There's one with Ken. Let's see if we missed any before that. I don't think so. All right. Oh, a prison call about the Dr. Oz show. All right, where's the one with Ken? Okay, first phone call with Ken.
Hello, this is a free call from
An offender at
monitored and recorded. If you would like to permanent now.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, is this Ken?
Yes, it is.
Hi, it's Gypsy.
Hey, Gypsy, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I got your letter today.
Did you? Awesome.
Yeah, I got it.
I sent it overnight to make sure that you got it as soon as you could.
Yeah, well, thank you, because it helps with response time and everything. So.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to say, like, I know it's been, like, a couple weeks since you've heard from me, kind of, because I wanted you to know, like, I'm not an idiot. Like, I remember you telling me, like, you can't send letters and pictures together, and I remember when I sent you my last letter, so I put it in a priority envelope, but I made sure to put, like, my letter in one and, like, my photo in another, but I put those two envelopes in the priority envelope, thinking that would be okay, but I guess it wasn't, and I got it sent back.
No, like,
yeah.
I hate the mailroom because they're always rejecting stuff, like pictures and stuff, and that's why whenever anybody wants to send me pictures, I'm like, make sure that it's in a separate envelope and there's no writing on the back. Because, like, my cousin wanted to send me pictures, and they rejected both my cousin's pictures. And I'm like, seriously, you guys just don't want me to have any pictures around here. So I'm like,
yeah, well, I'm happy it finally got to you. It was a little disappointing because it took like a couple weeks, but that's just how it works. Because I know that when I send you something, it takes about 3 days for you to get it, and I don't know how long that. I guess the mailroom's pretty pretty fast because they give it to you the day of. So
Well,
your documentary was the first one I had ever seen from her as a director. I know she's done a couple, but yours was the first one that I ever saw from her.
Okay.
And and you know, I was thinking about it I've never written a letter to anyone in my entire life. You know, whenever I write you a letter, it takes me like 3 to 4 hours to like put it together because like I'm very particular with like what I want to say, and like I'll go back and like I've gotten like 3 pages into it, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I should go back and redo this because like, you know, the documentary that she did on you, it totally captivated me. I remember when I watched it, a friend of mine showed it to me, and I remember at the end of it, like, you know, I totally teared up, and you know, as a guy, you don't ever want to admit that kind of thing, but like, it was totally just, you know, it overwhelmed me because you have such a unique taste, and I remember I turned to my friend and I was like, I want to write her a letter. My friend was like, oh, you should totally do it, and I did. I wrote a letter the next day, and I sent it to you. And you know, a part of me, I even think I wrote it in my first letter. I was like, I don't think I'm going to hear back from her because I would imagine, you know, Gypsy gets so much support from the outside that I'm just another person in this like stack that she probably gets every day. And you know, when I got your first letter back, I was just like, you know, jumping for joy. I was so excited and I read it. And I'm just so happy that, you know, we've kind of become sort of friends since I first wrote you probably in like early June that was, or late May.
Yeah, I think it was like late May or something. And I keep all of the letters that I get that anybody sends me. And I did get like a bunch of letters, but I don't write back to everybody just because it's very costly with stamps. And I'm like, not everybody is. Okay, so I've had some wackos write me. So, I mean, I'm
really?
Yeah, like, you have no idea.
Well, I hope I don't fall into that. I hope I don't fall into that category.
No, absolutely not. But they had like a couple of people that were just asking me weird questions, like, do you like your jail outfit? And I mean, that's fine. Because I'm like, yeah, I like the black and white stripes just because it fit me a little better than the khaki.
What?
It was a little more form-fitting. but nobody knows
that's weird.
this, but our jail, the jail that I was in, a lot of the uniforms are gray. Like, they're the black is faded into the white and everything, so it's all gray. And I traded somebody. I went through hell and high water to trade to get matching black and white. I call them crispy black and white for court. Because I'm like, I know I'm going to be on TV. I know that this is going to be seen by everybody. So I want to look presentable. And of course, like my hair, whenever I began my case, my hair was so short. And that awesome freaking booking photo. I loathed that photo. And
good to know.
Oh my God, I hate it. And so like whenever I was going, you know, through my case, you see me changing because I'm getting healthier. The feeding tube had been removed, and I started eating more. I gained like 15 pounds. And my hair started growing out, and I'm like, I never knew I had curls until my hair finally grew out. And so
I know, and that's like
oh my
one
God.
of the things I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a lot of like research on your case, and I've seen all the footage of you, and it's like when you first start out, your hair is, you know, very short, and the most recent picture that you sent me. Well, your hair is so long. It looks so great with the you know, your natural brown curly hair. It looks awesome.
Right.
So it's so good to see you.
So weird.
I like to straighten sometimes. I like to get it straightened because I just like it that way. I like my curls, but I like it.
This is a weird first conversation. Am I wrong? It's a little odd.
No, it is very strange. But it's
She's
not their
so
first
into
conversation.
herself.
It's just in the
Yeah,
voice.
they've been writing letters, but if I was gonna have my
Yeah.
first like phone conversation, I wouldn't be like going on and on about how a certain prison uniform makes me look better than the other, and my hair is. I don't
Well,
know.
it's
She's
all
just
about
so
her
full of
looks.
herself. Yeah, she wants to be that girl.
Yeah, and she wants him to tell her that she is.
Yep.
Too. So someone suggested me getting it permanently straightened by putting a relaxer or whatever. I'm like, no, this is virgin hair. I want to keep it, how it is. I don't want to do any stuff to it. I want to keep it and keep growing. Because I'm like, even since March, it's grown. And I noticed because I just got my photos from my visit back. And I'm like, oh my God, it's grown even since March.
I know.
Do you not own a mirror?
I remember the first picture you sent me was the one with you that you took for Valentine's Day, and your hair was all straightened out. It looked awesome. It looked great.
Oh my gosh,
And then
this is very
my
gay.
favorite one, though, is
This is
one
a
you
gay
just sent me
conversation.
last week that I got with you, and it's all just naturally curly.
Yeah. That's the one that caused so much controversy on the Facebook support group because I was wearing that ring.
Yeah, it totally looks like an engagement ring, too.
I'm like, I didn't mean it to seem that way. I just was, like, making rings to be pretty.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it
oh,
looks
crap.
good. Well, I love it. I love it.
Good. Well, I just got some more photos, so if you want me to send you the one that I took with my family, I can send you that one.
I would love it. I would love it. Nothing more. I would love nothing more than that.
Cool.
But
I
know that your birthday is coming up.
Yes.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I said I had an
The
awesome
27th,
visit.
right?
Yes, my birthday on the 27th.
I was gonna ask you. Yeah, that was like my next thing I was gonna ask you. It's like, how was your visit with your mom, your dad, and you said it was the first time you've met your sister, right? Since she was just a baby, right?
Right. He was a baby, and then the last time I seen my brother was when he was 10. And, oh, my God, it's crazy because it's like when I look at him, I'm like, I still see the little 10-year-old boy that I used to know, but at the same time, there's this grown man with full facial hair. I'm like, oh, my God, Dylan, you're a man. What the hell?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, so it was a bit crazy, and then seeing Mia, it was like, oh my goodness, she's so beautiful, and it's funny to kind of see sisters and how they act and stuff, and like we're talking about school, and she does good in algebra, I do good in geometry, and she does bad in geometry, so we're kind of opposite. And if you look at us, like I have dark hair, she actually has brown hair, but she dyes it blonde. So we just look like opposites right now.
I have no idea what she looks like. But I think they actually showed like a very brief clip of her in your HBO documentary. And I was actually going to ask you, I'm really curious, have you seen your own documentary?
No, I haven't. I've heard from many people that it was done very good, but I even asked the warden if I could view it, and she said that it's against policy. So, we get cable. We do get cable, but we don't get things like HBO and Stars and Showtime. So, I mean, like the paid programming and stuff we don't get. But we do get basic cable and stuff, so I'm able to watch my favorite shows. So,
I can't believe that you haven't seen your own documentary. That's crazy.
I know. But
I was hoping they would let you see it.
It's gonna take some time to actually look at it because Mom and Dad did say that there is some things in it that they would want to be by my side. Just because.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely expresses like the good and the bad of, your story. I would imagine you would want to have some support nearby when you watched it because they really don't. I mean, I don't. Like I said in one of my previous letters, like I know that there's a lot more to you than just what the documentary presents. You know, it presents the bare bones story. But yeah, so I know that it would probably be a hard thing for you to watch by yourself. So I would hope that you would.
Right. And like going through my case, I didn't ask my attorney to show me any of the evidence or anything. So a lot of it I don't know about, and I prefer it to stay that way until I go home and I'm able to process it a lot better. And I mean, people ask me all the time, like, you know, what are the details of your case and the technical things of it. And basically, like, what did he do to your mom? Like, how many times did he stab her and shit like that? And I'm like, I don't know, and I don't want to know.
What the fuck?
So,
They don't really talk about that in the film. I mean, they show his interrogation case a little bit, as well as yours. But I feel like the documentary mostly focuses on you. Obviously, there are some parts where he's in it to explain a little bit of his background and everything like that. But it's mostly you in it. You know, but still, I'm definitely very excited to hear that you want to pursue it further. And I'm also curious as to like what more of the story is to tell, because I didn't actually know that was the, you know, because I didn't know that was that they interviewed you the day you were sentenced.
yes.
That's got to be obviously very nerve-wracking for you.
It was.
Because, like,
it was very hard.
Right. Yeah.
And whenever they filmed me, that part that probably teared you up, that was a couple days later. My family, my dad and Christy wasn't able to make my sentencing because Mia was having her tonsils taken out. I guess she had to have them taken out twice, or maybe she never had them taken out to begin with, but she had surgery. So that's why they weren't able to be there, and God, did they get a lot of flack for that. Online, they were just, people didn't understand why they weren't there, and they're like, they should have
Because
been
you
there.
will always come second.
Been there to support her or whatever, and they weren't there. And I'm like, dude, that my sister just had surgery. They had to be with her. I understood, you know? And they were coming a week later to see me before I went off to prison. And that's something that they didn't explain. And then they had some people that were kind of drawing conclusions from what they saw. They thought that, okay, well, maybe she hates her stepmom, and that she still has mommy issues and stuff, because they didn't show me hugging Christy whenever we had that contact visit. And I'm like, I did hug her. I hugged her and Dad for a very long time. They just didn't show me hugging her. And
they didn't.
So that's just some more stuff that it's like.
You know, that's fucked up too, because most prisoners don't get to go into the judge's chambers to have, and then get to hug them. I don't know. Like I saw, I don't know how it works with visitations, but I don't know, this kid who was being sentenced, and he asked if he could hug his parents, and they were like, nope.
Well, isn't it kind of questionable if they're strangers, especially Christy, why
That's
you would
her
want
new
to
mommy.
hug her so tight?
That's her
Exactly.
new
And how is it
mommy.
that she became her mommy so quick?
Because
It's
Gypsy's
like,
a weirdo.
that's just strange to me.
It is.
But she did do the Rapunzel thing after she got out, didn't she?
The what?
Didn't she put a post about Rapunzel
I can't remember.
or a story or something? She dressed like her, and she was like, "This is how I felt," and she was saying
she
about
said that in Mommy, Dead, and Dearest too, I think.
Okay, I didn't know that. I've never watched any of the shows or movies or documentaries.
Oh, yeah.
There was more in the documentary that maybe they didn't show or whatever. And I'm like, I don't even know if they showed my full interview. So I remember all things that I said, but I don't know.
I mean, so you're exactly right. That was the part that I picked up on, was with your first full contact with it with your mom and Christy. I'm sorry, with your dad and Christy.
Yeah.
And they had you in handcuffs, which I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe they made you wear handcuffs during that visit, but they showed mostly, like, you know, you were talking about how you go to the rec yard and you're exercising, and you know, they showed you hugging your dad, and that was that got me, because it was very emotional, but it's very.
I was so emotional because I'm like, it all hit me all at once, because I'm like, I had been so strong and didn't want to cry or anything, didn't want to break down, and then whenever it hit me that I'm leaving someone, a parent that actually cares for me and loves me,
Oh,
and
bitch,
I want to
please.
go home so bad, and I'm leaving his arms to go to prison. And so it just all hit me at once. So I just broke down. I'm like, I don't want to go.
I know. Well, you know what? You're only human. You know, we would all do the same thing. So,
Yeah.
you know, but it was a beautiful moment between you three, and it's very obvious that Christy loves you very much in the interview, and that she is like a mother to you, and
She is.
You know,
She's even
vice
adopting
versa.
me. Like, we found out that, you know, she could adopt me, so I'm like, yes, because Dad suggested it. And
So why didn't
I'm
they
like,
do that when you were little?
absolutely, I would love that.
Exactly.
And so,
Exactly. They
She
weren't
could have picked
there.
that phone up.
The Gypsy
That
was
phone was sitting right there behind her. She could have picked that phone up and said, "Hey, Christy, come and get me." That's all she would have had to say. And
Yep.
Christy would have been on her way in a heartbeat. You know why? Because she would have loved to use that against Dee Dee to embarrass her.
You're
But
right
that's not
about
what
that.
Gypsy did.
Nope. She wanted the ultimate thrill, and that was to kill her mother. That's my opinion. I think it was like
Mine too.
She got a high off of that shit. Still does, probably.
Yeah, it was all a fantasy with Nick until it wasn't.
Uh-huh.
her friend that is a lawyer. And she was like, look, I want to adopt my stepdaughter. And
Oh, my
So
God.
it's a simple process. We just both have to sign this piece of paper and get it notarized, and boom, it's done. I'm like, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She's supposed to be adopted at age 25. Yes.
That's what I was about to ask you. Is it normal for you to be adopted at the age of 25? I mean, I could understand it if she was going to change her name, but she's still got the same name. So what's the purpose of her having Christy adopt her?
I don't know. Adult adoption is permitted in most U.S. states. That's just weird. And it's just weird in her. Like, I don't have a mom, so I need a new one, Christy. Christy is worse than what she ever said Dee Dee was. Out here shoving her into the spotlight constantly, telling her to write books and movies and shit.
Could that have been because they needed a way to put money somewhere? If Christy would have adopted her, it would have been easier to transfer money to her.
I never thought about that. I don't know.
Just wondering.
Could be.
Great.
I'm happy about that. And, you know, Mia and Dylan are happy about it, too, because they're like, well, she's already our sister. So, you know, and I'm so grateful for them that they've been so patient with all of this, because, you know, most 16-year-olds would be like, oh, my God, you know, enough already. I'm so tired of hearing about Gypsy all the time.
I bet.
All of the media attention and everything. But, no, she's been supportive, and she's been, you know, right alongside Mom and Dad cheering for me and everything, you know. So, I mean, it's just good to have siblings that are understanding and care about me. Because, I mean, Mia was, I think, 14 whenever I got arrested, and they weren't sure how to exactly explain the situation to her.
Right.
So, and it took a little while for us to start writing to each other, and I'm like trying to make jail sound kind of upbeat. Because
You
I don't
think?
want to tell her how terrifying it is. So I'm like, there's a window in my room, and I got to see a little bunny rabbit outside and stuff like that to try and not make it seem so scary. And trying to not
Why would you want to do that?
seem like this
Right.
criminal.
Right? Like you murdered somebody and you're talking about bunnies.
Yeah. But how are you going to tell her about that part of it? I mean, you're going to leave that part of it out, the reason why you're there?
If anything,
I
you
mean,
should
that
tell
just
her
doesn't
the
make any sense.
truth to be like, don't do anything to ever wind up in jail.
Exactly.
It's not fun, but Gypsy's got to
Supposed
make
to
it
be
seem.
the older sister, the role model.
Mm-hmm.
And the role model should have said, don't do this, this, and this. That's how I ended up here. Instead of saying, look, there's a bunny outside.
Right. Mm-mm-mm.
Because she's never met me before, so yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that anybody would think that about you watching, what we've seen, because the first I ever heard about your case, I had never heard about it until I saw documentary, and then that drove me to look further into it. Because like I said, this is the first time I've ever been so captivated by a documentary with yours. And I definitely, and like I told you before, because obviously a lot of people have seen it, even friends of mine and coworkers of mine, everything have seen it, since HBO is such a big platform. And like I told you before, I mean, everybody is on your side, and everybody supports you.
Oh, barf.
And, we all pray for you, and I think about you every day, literally. And I'm always looking forward to hearing back from you and just talking to you for the first time, voice to voice.
I know,
It is
it's
so
because I'm
incredible.
doing so well. I haven't been awkward, not even once.
I know. How long has it been? Like over 20 minutes so far.
Right.
Good.
Haven't said anything stupid yet.
This is an hour-long conversation. There's no way I can finish it because I'm getting tired of the sound of her voice, to be honest.
There's too much.
Yeah. Let me see what the little AI thing says. Let's see. All right. Where are we? We are 25 minutes in. Let's see what's on this one.
I'm like, I know I'm past this stuff.
It's about her fucking GED and shit. Media and family portrayal. I think we already heard this.
It was a beautiful moment between you three, and it's very obvious. Really?
Yes.
It's great. I mean, have you seen the show at all, or?
I've seen the first season and probably 2 episodes into the second season, which I know is not that much. But
yeah.
I definitely want to watch more.
Hold on, let's go here.
I am dead serious. You or anything that has sex or violence in it. So this is not the only convention that I've ever been to. And I went for a couple of years.
Hold on, what? She's talking about vision.
I've never had a chance to go, but I always feel like if I did go, that would definitely dress up as pretty much exactly what you did, but the more male version.
Right.
But like create my own costume. I don't know if I have the skills for that. I don't know. Like I've never tried it or anything, so I don't know how well I would do. I probably end up embarrassing myself, but that time will come.
I've seen some really good costumes. Like VisionCon's the only convention that I've ever been to. And I went for a couple of years, and I've seen some really amazing costumes. And like I did mostly cosplay at home. Because a lot of the costumes that I wanted to wear, I couldn't actually wear. Like, my mom would...
Bitch, you weren't cosplaying at home. You were pussy popping
Never
on a
let me
handstand, making videos to Nick. Girl, stop it.
watch anything that's rated R or anything that has sex or violence in it. So I couldn't watch Game of Thrones. But...
Oh, really?
I was ornery back then, so I went to Walmart and I stole the first season. And
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. Okay, so what they didn't show in the documentary is that my mom taught me how to steal from a young age. So we would go to freaking Sam's Club.
Really?
And she would buy a membership to Sam's Club, put me in the buggy because I'm still so small. I could still fit in there and pass as a child. And
that's the story she used with Nick.
Or whatever.
Yeah, it is. She brought that up in the videos about how she could get in the thing and stick stuff under her dress or something.
Yep.
See, and she's saying I would be wearing like a dress.
She'd be like, take this DVD, take that one, take that one. So I would be coming out there with my mom with a stack of DVDs stolen. And so, I mean, I didn't know it was wrong or that I could get in trouble for it. I just knew that I had to be sneaky about it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And didn't she just say that she went to Walmart and got Drew? So where was her mom when she did that?
She knew she could get in trouble for it because they got caught at Hobby Lobby, remember?
Yeah, and her mama covered for her.
Yep.
Her mama didn't even know that she had that stuff. If you read the article about it, it talks about it. And it talks about her mom being so apologetic and not realizing that that Gypsy must have just been sticking stuff underneath her and not realizing she had it.
Yep.
So I was stealing.
Yeah.
I was stealing shows that I couldn't watch from Walmart and bringing them back and home, watching them while my mom was asleep.
Just tell him what she was doing while she was with Nick.
That's incredible.
I'm not quite all innocent.
But
I did do some bad stuff.
Yeah, like murder, bitch.
well, but your mom like provoked you to do it, or
Like
you
she
did?
taught me like if you want this, slip it under your dress, or if you want
Oh
this,
my God, that's
just do stuff like
that's
that.
bizarre.
Yeah, and so I mean, one time I did get caught stealing a Barbie doll from Walmart.
Then she just said she didn't know it was wrong, but you got caught. I think if you got caught doing something, you would have known it was wrong after that.
Exactly. So how is
she's
that?
such a liar.
That don't make sense.
No.
I did get caught stealing a Barbie doll from Walmart. I really wanted it.
Oh,
and
no.
It was expensive, so I tried to shoplift it and got caught.
Oh, Gypsy.
And then what happened?
That's crazy. No, I never had that thought. But, I can. The show is what's happening on this show. I mean, I just started watching the show in the last year, and like that, like it's just like you, like the period of like the Tudors, like the whole like.
Oh my God, I love that.
That's like my favorite. I know it's my favorite too. So I ended up watching like.
Oh God! So now they're gonna talk about Game of Thrones. Okay, let's go to this timestamp.
And like I don't want to.
No.
Obviously, everyone has questions, but like I didn't want to just like, especially the first time I've talked to you, I don't want to like just start asking a bunch of questions.
I'm fine with answering questions. I mean, if I say it's fine, then it's fine.
Right.
So I mean, if some random person comes up to me and starts wanting to know all my business and everything, I'm not gonna be too keen to tell them everything. But I mean, if there's somebody that I feel like I could trust and I could talk to, then yeah, I mean, and I'd rather people ask questions than assume or get the wrong information or, something like that. I'd rather it come from me.
Right. And I love that. I mean, I don't know. If I were to have, I basically have asked you all the questions that I've been interested in. I mean, like I said, I'm definitely very excited to see you express your emotions and answer questions a little bit better in your upcoming interview. I think that Dr. Phil would be an amazing opportunity for you because I feel like above all else, like having an actual experience, someone, especially with someone as many credentials as him, talk to you about this because I feel like, being actually to be able to have like a counselor or something that would be amazing for you to just kind of help you through this whole hump that you're in because I think that they said, the earliest for your parole would be 2024.
Actually, it's 2023, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they said it was like 8.5 years until summer of 2015. So it would be, 2023, 2024, around that time that you'll be able to go home. I definitely don't. But I was wondering if, like, sometimes with parole, like, they limit you to the state that you're in. So
No,
I was wondering if, like...
I would have to do an interstate compact, which would mean that I would agree to home plan out of state, because I'd be home planning with my dad until I would buy my own place wherever that would be. And so I'm like, I'm sure they would want me out of the state. They're like, I don't want to deal with her no more. I just want out.
No.
Go. Please, just don't even look back. So I'm sure they wouldn't mind me getting out
That
of the
didn't
state.
happen.
But
right.
like I caught my case in 2015. So my time started the day I walked into.
Something like that. Yeah.
So I've got 2 years in. And I think it was 8.5. Roommate was 3.
You really say that's, 6 years from now, 5 years from now. 5 years ago, I still remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, it's not too short, but it's not too far away either. So, it's definitely, it's right around the corner for you. But I think that like, the fact that you're using your time so wisely and you're going to school and you're putting such an effort into it is amazing because I'm sure a lot of people don't do that. They just, curl up in a ball and just wait for their sentence to pass. So I'm definitely very happy that you're, using your time as best you can and reaching out to people who are like I said, I'm sure I'll never, I don't know, come over that feeling of like I'm just some random stranger that just, that just reached out to you. But I'm so excited that I'm talking to you and that I hope to continue talking to you because, you and I have a lot in common. So it's definitely it's definitely great to be able to talk to somebody. It's definitely nice to have such delightful people in your life, and I definitely feel like you fit that category for me. So I'm happy to talk to you.
Absolutely. Well, they just called 10 minutes till count time, so I got to get off the phone. But it was so wonderful talking to you, and I promise I will keep in touch, and I will still write, even though I'm talking to you right now. So I'm still going to write you a letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and I'll definitely write you back, and I just want you to know, like, you can call me whenever you want. I'll always be happy to talk to you, Gypsy. And it was amazing to talk to you for the first time. And you have the sweetest voice I've ever heard.
Ew.
I'm excited to hear from you again, okay?
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Have a good night.
All right, Gypsy, you too. I'm looking forward to hearing from you again. All right, have a good night.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Goodness.
The caller.
We're gonna have
What's
to
that
listen.
called again?
What?
When they will seek out, whenever they're excited to talk about violent offenders.
Like people that are into inmates and stuff? Hybristophilia?
Yeah, that stuff. I think he's got a tad bit touch of that.
Yeah, and so does definitely Ryan has he
Yeah, Ryan's stuck there.
Oh, it's so disgusting. Ken's got no game. Yeah, he's like that. He's probably put in the friend category a lot, and anyone else he's pursued. But he found a love in Gypsy Rose Blanchard in Chillicothe. Anyways, I can't listen to that bitch's voice anymore. I'm a log off.
No.
I gotta go get my kids here in a minute.
Well, thank you for having me up.
Yes, thank you for coming up. I will be doing many of these, so please join again.
Oh, I will. I will definitely be here.
Good.
And y'all have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later.
All right, bye, girl. All right, everybody. Geez, my brain needs a cleansing. There's only so much I can take of that bitch's voice, and it's been 3 hours and 30 minutes that we've been doing this. So I'd say it's time to wrap it up, let my brain heal for a little bit, and I may be back tomorrow. It just depends, but keep your little notification bells ringing and check my page, and I also put on my TikTok when I'm going live, so check there too. That Brian, Starlight, that Brian she is talking to, yeah, he's a pedophile, yeah. Yeah, she has a really good picker. She knows how to pick them, for sure. All right, love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Thank you for being here, and thank you for anyone that sent me a blessing in my Cash App or my PayPal. It's very much appreciated. But, yeah, we're going to get through these calls. Maybe. It's a lot. But, anyhow, shout out to the replay crew, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. A disclaimer that I don't have all that much time today. I got a little bit of time today.
This beat is going to drop in 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's fair game, right? Bye, everybody.